lives that these people must live, and then see your own image like staring out at you from the street.
Yo. My green screen sucks today. I found it nearly impossible to get this, like, decent. But whatever. What up, guys? Don't mind me just crushing a bagel. No JoJo tonight. Uh-oh. No Tyrese. Could be a tough game. I think the Sixers lose.
Last night in a win over Minnesota, Joel was Joel in his return from a 10-game, 3-week absence. Tonight, though, the second of back-to-back games.
Anybody want to say what's up in the chat? Or are you just going to be watching me eating a bagel and not say hi?
John Morant, the main man with the Memphis Grizzlies, leading them to a home win over the 76ers. That was back in January. Tonight, the team's wrapping up their 2-game season series. We'll have it for you.
Anybody?
All the action
Bueller.
on your home for Sixers basketball, NBC
Bueller.
Sports Philadelphia.
Bueller.
Good evening to you, and welcome back to our coverage of 76ers basketball here with Ala Abdenabi. I'm Mark Zumoff with Joel Embiid in the lineup last night. Nice victory.
Ala liked my tweet again yesterday.
The road and beating a stubborn Minnesota team.
Might as well follow me at this point, Ala.
A number of different guys contributed, but the collective, it was good to see, especially when you talk about Joel coming back in the lineup, and then you add what Tobias was able to do. We'll focus on the big fella and what he was able to do. Just so good to see him back in the lineup, anchoring both ends of the floor. He made some trick shots. He was back to his usual self, as usual. Didn't waste a lot of time getting into his rhythm. What you loved, too, was the guys around him felt comfortable. They were able to get their own respective games going. Tobias Harris, speaking of a guy who was able to benefit from Joel's presence, this is how he started the game off. Posting up, getting the shot going, and then moving it outside, started knocking down some threes. You see him also mixing it in, staying balanced, attacking the rim, also some playmaking. He was clicking on all cylinders.
Our Fuel Performance being brought to you by Duncan. Tobias, the only qualified player in the league, shooting 50%, 40% from beyond 9
Toby.
the line. You qualify by having the minimum numbers needed to be listed among the league leaders, and that is tonight's Fuel Performance being brought to you by Duncan. Well, the Sixers losing in Memphis in January, as the announcer just said, largely because they turned the ball over 23 times a season high.
And combined
a lot of
with their
turnovers.
youth, energy, their athleticism, they want to get out and run. And that's exactly what they did to the 76ers in Memphis. So you've got to guard against turnovers. You've got to
Happy holidays, fellas.
being loose with the basketball and allowing them to run out and play with energy. You've got to make sure that you make them a half-court team and don't allow stuff like that, because it's what they build on. They want to get out and run. They want to demoralize you. You've got to make sure you nip that in the bud. Make sure you get back on defense and hold on to the basketball.
Nip it in the bud,
This is
baby.
why taking care of the ball is so important. The Grizzlies lead the league in points off of turnovers and fast.
It's all about
break
nipping
points.
things in the bud.
Also, you have to keep
Out the
them
butt.
off the glass and
The
out of
bud.
the paint as well. The Grizzlies, John Morant, among the NBA leaders in getting into the paint, and he is here tonight to meet the 76ers on their home floor. The action coming up on NBC.
Somebody say
Sports
something.
Philadelphia.
Just let me know that the chat's working. The least you can do.
Sports bettors, are you ready? Alan is. Are you ready for a faster way to win? I'm talking faster bets, withdrawals, and rewards. How about an easier app, easier parlays, and, of course, see for yourself why bettors prefer PointsBet. So, are you ready?
Taco Bell's quesalupa is back with its cheese-stuffed shell. But there's nothing worse than overhype.
Weirdo. What's that?
So we'll skip the speeches and the influencers cut the fanfare. And the pyro. So don't hold on to your seats. We're just here to tell you. The Quesalupa's cheese stuffed shell is back. And we think you'll like it.
They're not just familiar faces. They're your friends and neighbors. It's their small businesses, a beating heart that makes a neighborhood a home, where personality is served on a plate. And
Just a weird start to a stream.
a brighter world. A
Where the
place
hell is
fresh
everybody?
Is always in stock with a personal touch passed down through generations. Support small and make a big difference. Make it local. Make it Main Street. Make it Montco.
Sometimes technology can be a tangled mess, but not in the all-new Hyundai Elantra. It offers completely wireless Apple CarPlay, which means the Elantra will never tie you down. The office? That's another story. The Hyundai Elantra, named 2021 North American Car of the Year.
Lease a 2021 Elantra for $149 a month, or get 0% APR and no payments for 90 days. Offers end April 30th.
My hair's so damn long.
Here's a look at the Wells Fargo Center where the Sixers welcome the Memphis Grizzlies to town. Sixers trying to win once again. They beat the Timberwolves last night. We welcome you inside our studios. Amy Fiddle, Jim Bynum alongside. And Jim, this Grizzlies squad, very young. They're 9th in the West. They really like to push the pace. They have a lot of guys that can throw at you, too. When you think about the Sixers, they're on the second half of this back-to-back. It's not necessarily maybe about a strong start as much as it is about a sustained energy level for all 48 for you.
That's a good point, Aim. This is a young,
It's a good point, Aim.
team, particularly
Hoagie.
at the defensive end of the court. We had mentioned earlier, number 1 in the league at stealing the ball. So they really rely
Thanks,
on
Jim
their
Lynam.
defense.
Really
And
great,
to me, I followed them a little bit.
Broadcasting you're bringing here.
The Western Conference, but they're very resilient. You know, they can play 2 bad games. They just keep looking straight ahead, and boom, all of a sudden they bounce back in a hurry. So the Sixers are going to have to be on top of their game.
Yes, they will, and they have to be on top of their game when the second unit checks in for Memphis because they scored 56 points the other night, the Memphis Grizzlies did from their
Whoever's in the
bench.
chat, drop some
It's
scores.
everyone. that
Let's get the
scores
chat
for
rolling.
them. All right, Sixers hosting Memphis. That game coming up, tip-off moments away for Jim Lynam. I'm Amy Fiddle. Enjoy the game, everyone.
Dear Freedom, being parked.
About to restart the stream. I feel like something's going on.
We're not the oldest SUV maker around, but what we lack in the cautious restraint of age, we make up for with the gravel-pounding ambition of youth. The precision of torque vectoring corner control. The enhanced agility of our center-locking differential. Available on Kia's tough and ready lineup of all-wheel drive SUVs.
Experience the Xfinity Sports Zone, where you can find games, news, and highlights all in one place, right on your TV. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Click, call, or visit a store for details.
What is going on with the chat here? 9 minutes in, we got not a single peep from a single dude. Disappointed.
Fantasy experts and unlock premium betting tools across multiple sports. Learn more at rotoworld.com/edge.
How do you tell someone there's something wrong with their heart? The same way you tell them they have options. At Lankenau Heart Institute, part of Mainline Health, we deliver heart care the only way we know how. Human to human, specializing in bigger breakthroughs and tinier scars. Thanks to cardiologists who deliver options.
Oh, God, Boz. At the game, just saw somebody with a Cork Maj jersey. Just wanted to tell you before the game starts. That's such bad luck. That's bad luck, Boz. Hope you had a good holiday today, though, man. If you celebrate, of course. See you after the game. Let me know, bro. Let me know how it is. Hopefully the Sixers get a dub. Unfortunately, Embiid's not playing, which sucks. But 119, 111. I'll write that one bad. I'll write that bad boy down.
5G to bring speeds as fast as Wi-Fi to cities and towns across America. And we're
Have fun,
adding
Boz.
more every week. Coverage and speed. Who says you can't have it all?
76ers basketball is being brought to you by the Toyota Camry, now with available all-wheel drive. Visit your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. End of a beautiful day at Wells Fargo Center. The SIXERS out front as we bring in the starters. Being brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers for Taylor Jenkins.
Don't worry, guys. I got Kyle Anderson starting. We're good.
Coach Dylan Brooks, Kyle Anderson.
It's going to be a tough game, man.
Valanciunas will be in the middle. Grayson Allen and one of the quicker players in the NBA, John Morant. For Doc Rivers, Danny Green, Tobias Harris, Mike Scott, his 8th start of the season. Seth Curry and Ben Simmons will be in the backcourt.
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
You can simply stream the game with the My Teams app, being brought to you by your Delaware Valley Chevy dealers. Second of 2 between the teams. Second of back-to-back home games for the Sixers. Winners last night against Minnesota. Tobias Harris was large in that game, especially in the fourth quarter. As we present What to Watch, being brought to you by Kia.
Because of their athleticism, in particular John Morant, you've got to keep each one of the ball handlers in front of you and then crash the glass. They want to get out and run and get easy buckets. They can't do that without the basketball off the glass. So crash, dominate that aspect. Take
Holy smokes.
a vital part of their game.
Adam, what's up, bro? 96-101 Sixers. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know.
Been consistent throughout his career, the near 7-footer.
I don't know if the Sixers are pulling this one out, guys.
Meeting in January.
I'm going to say 112, 104 L. L.
Turnovers.
First time on stream, I'm predicting a Sixers loss outside of the Clippers game. That was a no-brainer. L. Let's get this rolling. I love the Grizzlies. I love the Grizzlies so much. I don't love this pimple that's growing on my face. How many of you guys noticed I shaved? I made a great video today about Tobias Harris, and it doesn't blow up because it's about Tobias Harris and not Joel Embiid or Ben Simmons. Imagine that. What up, Charlie? Look at that. Ben Simmons just yammed right in time for you, Charlie. W 107-103. I love the optimism, boys. Love the optimism. I'm upset my Tobias Harris video didn't do great. It deserved to do good. I put up a lot. I thought it was a good video, but no one cares about Tobias Harris. Danny Green. Oh, Nelson, what's up? 107-103. Someone already took it, Nelson. Somebody already took it. We got to change it. He said Charlie. I don't know. Charlie beat you. Danny Green. Splash City. 108-103.
Lineup, you can utilize that.
Boz is at the game right now. I'm pretty jealous. Pretty jealous, man. Love John Morant. That man is a beast. Great defense.
Green getting a piece of that. Grayson Allen the miss.
Wow, good start for Philly right now. 5-0. Ben's just streaming down the court. Mike Scott for 3?
Mike Scott, it's been a struggle for him the last 11 games, under 22% from beyond the arc.
Sixers encourage their players to take those quick threes in
Mike Scott's
certainly
just getting worse and worse at basketball.
What the Grizzlies need to do is to feed Valanciunas here against the 6'7" Scott, and a defensive 3-second violation called against the Sixers.
That was not like 5 seconds.
Argue with the officials that he moved with the cutter. How could he be out of position?
Oh, no.
I believe the culprit
it died.
there.
Doc Rivers, even though his team was able to win last night, albeit ugly, not at all happy with the way his team played. Said it was a rather sloppy, ugly game. Kind of said the same thing the last time the Sixers played in Memphis. They turned the ball over. That season-high 23 turnovers for the Sixers in that game. Grizzlies, ironically, they played last night's Sixers opponent, Minnesota, at home a couple of nights ago, beat them by 12. Morant, he thought he was going to get a call. He thought he was going to get a call on Tobias Harris. What he got was a bank that he didn't call, and he got it from beyond the arc, no less.
That went in.
You're playing horse, that wasn't counted. You got to call that, but we're not.
Curry missing from beyond.
You got slow-mo Kyle Anderson.
And Rudy Gobert.
That's not the most disrespectful nickname given to a player.
Valanciunas, who was in deep against Simmons, and he got it done for the record. Second to John Moran in scoring, averaging just over 16.
And I'll tell you what, if you let him get going, he becomes more and more of a problem. Valanciunas' confidence starts to swell with the touches he gets. And like anybody, the more success he has, the more he's going to want to have more of it.
He's just a double-double.
Mike Scott, please. Thank God. Holy smokes. What's the occasion? Yeah, no, that's actually Kyle Anderson's nickname. It's slow-mo. It makes a ton of sense. I mean, it's one of the most accurate nicknames in the game. Just watch him play. It looks like he's moving in slow motion. Always. Even when he's in transition.
Both guys covered each other. That's the matchup.
Harris aggressively on.
Tobias Harris is so good. Holy smokes. What up, Space? What up, Aiden? What's up, fellas? Aiden says 109, 104. W 109, 104. You guys have the closest scores of all time. Good defense, Ben. Mike Scott's so bad at basketball. What's up, Space?
Valanciunas, who leads the NBA in second chance points, and I'll be curious to see a replay as to whether or not the Grizzlies beat the clock there, as Simmons had knocked away by Anderson. It was last touched by Dylan.
My hair's so annoying right now.
Rotations from the Grizzlies, getting deflections. The 76ers.
Good for you, Adam, for once holding out hope for a guy who has been hopeless his whole career. Space. Says 107, 10. Oh, you can't. You got to switch it. Charlie already has that. Oh, nice shot, Mike Scott. Offensive foul.
On Mike Scott, trying to set a screen for Seth Curry.
Valanciunas is one of those guys that could get a little under your skin. He's got the size advantage, so he'll lean on you a little extra.
Times have indeed changed.
Guys.
And we're all lamenting the absence of Joel Embiid. Of course, Doc Rivers was saying before the game, yes, of course he's going to sit.
Space, don't forget to switch your score.
Hit a back-to-back right after sitting for so long. That said, Valanciunas has played well for his career against Embiid.
We have that too.
He's got the skills. He's got nice soft touch. You see him right there. That's the third time.
I'll switch it again.
High,
yeah.
High, finished high. And
Aiden has 108, 103.
Was able to get anywhere close to his shots. Right now, Valanciunas having his way inside.
And the Sixers
I know, unlucky.
Reft of big men as Harris had it knocked away, but he's out of bounds. Tobias Harris is appealing to Ashley Moyer-Gleish that he was
nope, nobody. I missed it by 1 point one time.
Can't really put this on Mike Scott because Valanciunas is the caliber player that's had success against Joel.
That was the closest anyone's gotten.
Mike Scott, and you've got to keep your expectations tempered.
All right, Mike, pass the ball. Thank you. Now go back to your corner.
Valanciunas, a reluctant guy to go out of the three-point line.
Simmons.
Ben Simmons, like they don't call fouls on when Ben gets fouled. I mean, Ben gets hacked more than most dudes in the league. Space says 106, 102, W. It was pretty close. I didn't know what to do. I like wanted to win, but again, like I didn't want to win. It was weird.
Feeling pretty good out there early on.
That decision not to play Embiid was made earlier today, much earlier today. As
that was kind of a good foul, though.
Is fouled en route to the hoop.
I don't hate that.
We have a timeout on the floor.
I'm just gonna switch this. I don't care what it looks like.
Action tonight. Wells Fargo Center.
I just fixed it like that. That's all I had to do.
Think about what you could think about when you're not thinking about weeds.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. Jogging at 27. Yeah, maybe. Not many guys can really guard John Morant when he's running down the court, as fast as he really does run. He's a fast guy. Really athletic. A decent shooter. He's okay. Gets the job done. Baits the defense. He's a great playmaker. From Murray State, a great school. I don't know about academics, but the basketball team usually does pretty well. So, not a bad basketball school at all.
easier app, easier parlays, and of course.
By the way, this is the third time the Allen Iverson commercials come on so far, so I don't know if we want to make this into like a bet. Yeah, Space. That aged really well. He had 10 in like 7 minutes.
It offers completely wireless Apple CarPlay.
Dude ended up getting like 27 points or some shit.
They'll never tie you down. The Office? That's another story. The Hyundai Elantra, named 2021 North American Car of the Year.
Lease a 2021 Elantra for $149 a month, or get 0% APR and no payments for 90 days. Offers end April 30th.
Because of this, we built Escape with Ford Copilot 360. Because of this, we built Ford Edge with intelligent all-wheel drive. Because of this, we built Ford EcoSport to give you traction when and where you need it. And because Ford SUVs are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand. Get an Escape and IAA.
Happy Easter, Nelson.
With 0 for 60 plus 2750
Hope you guys had a good holiday.
$165 a month.
Limited suites remain, gourmet catering included. You can email or go to the website for more information.
This thing sucks.
Good Times Play being brought to you by Dietz and Watson.
Take a look at Valanciunas
Dietz and Watson.
early on and what he's been able to do, 6 early points.
Guys like fresh meat, balls.
Not be getting the ball as low
Sorry.
as
Sunday.
He has been right into the heart of the painted area. Valanciunas attacking earlier. Dietz and Watson, Good Times Play.
Whoa, Nelson. Of all days. Of all days. I see no lies. That's the worst part. Dwight Howard, stop spitting game to this female ref, please. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. There you go, Space. You might get that one right.
In the meantime, John Moran.
You can see Doc still in discussion.
Shaved the mustache a little bit. Trimmed up the beard. Getting some nice professional headshots done tomorrow.
Specifically, Tony Brown, who is the crew chief.
You know?
Usually the conversation
Building brands over here, guys. Maybe he can make me look better than I actually do in real life. I need as much help as possible. You guys get it. You have to look at my ugly face half the time.
Gives way to Howard.
If that's wrong, Space, I'll jump off of my 10th floor building. I mean, there's 23 floors, but I'll jump off the 10th floor of where I live.
Harris has Kyle Anderson.
Tobias Harris is incredible.
How good has Tobias Harris been this year posting up?
Well, we're just saying that ability to back someone down.
Do I? What is that, Adam? What do you think it is? The facial hair or the long hair? I'm interested I'm wondering what makes you think that. Because you're not the first person to tell me that. I'm getting new ones tomorrow, too. So, I mean, I'll probably obviously look older. They weren't that old. It was actually over the summer. What's interesting, you know what I mean?
Anderson starting at power forward. No Jaren Jackson Jr. at least so far.
Not having a mustache makes me look extra white.
Hoping to make his season debut later in the month.
Kyle, one of the last players.
Oh, great move, Toby.
The famed St. Anthony High School in Jersey City. I say one of the last because the school is now defunct.
One consecutive state title.
Appreciate that, Adam. I do too. It's more than me. I've never had long hair before until now, so I'm feeling it. Kind of making it my thing. Push the tempo on these B words. Oh, yeah, Ben? Holy shit. What up, Samuel? I don't have 800 subscribers. Golf. I wish, but I don't. Beard always makes you look 5 years older. That's facts. I kind of trimmed it up a little bit. Tomorrow I'm going to be taking pictures with it and then without it. I'm going to have to shave for my last couple. So I'm going to look 14 again for you guys for a week. The hair makes up for the bird chest. We got to overcompensate somehow, you know what I mean? What's up, Samuel? How you doing, buddy? Jaren Jackson with 0. Yeah, no, the man hasn't played all year. I hope you're right.
Just go straight to the rim. He brings it down. It gives time for defenders to catch up, get back in the
Great
play.
pass, Ben.
In and out for Harris from beyond.
I also don't have 800 subscribers. I don't even have 700.
Dylan
But
Brooks, the guy that you just mentioned, that was for 2 for Brooks.
let's see how many I have, actually.
Third leading scorer, averaging 16. Grayson Allen hanging around the back.
680.
Sixers retaining possession.
Got to stay sharp.
Golf, I don't know what you're saying.
Bringing in new bodies, Allen out.
Jaren Jackson Jr. having 0, $10 on it. I'd put more money on that if I were you.
Leading bench scorer on the floor for the first time.
I'll put my life savings on it. So like $15.
With a handful of good 3-point
Good pass. Let's pass. Who are we going after this offseason, bro? Everybody's stealing your call again. T. Ross, the boss. You know, like, conspiracy theory, guys. Are you ready for this conspiracy theory? My conspiracy theory is that other Philly YouTubers watch my YouTube and then say my shit in their video. I have no evidence at all. But sometimes I'll upload a video and then, like, right after I'll see another video that says, like, any sentence like that's exactly like mine. And I'm like,
This is Tobias's drive. You see 3 defenders draw.
I don't know, man.
Coming out of your screen,
I don't know.
to make a play, unable to do so.
I don't know what we do at this offseason. Dude, it really depends on the playoffs. It depends on if we do well. If we're a first, second round exit, there will be moves that will be made, gentlemen. Oh, God, Korkmaz is in.
Kicks in.
I said George Hill, like, it's been a while. It has been a while. Not even Darren Morey. I just mean, like, Philly YouTubers. Ben, make a layup, dude. You are 6'10". Instead of doing this, just do this. You're at the rim.
Then able to put his head down, turn that corner.
You see Luka tell the female ref,
Stay with him.
falling in love with you.
Sixers fans with Xfinity
No,
Mobile, you
that's
can
funny,
save
though.
hundreds on the
Luke is
most
the man.
reliable network nationwide. Your wireless, your rules.
Get in, Ben.
With Xfinity
Somehow. Yeah, Luka was, and so was Dwight Howard. But Dwight Howard also flirts with the guy refs. So.
Turnovers have been a bugaboo for him lately. And Ollie, you mentioned last night several times his help defense.
Excellent.
Okay, Ben.
Shows you that he's not just hugging his own man, but in a position to help others. A number of times, guys.
Oh, my man, Shake. What's up, buddy?
Ben was there.
Welcome home.
To clog things up.
I don't know. 4? 6?
Green in charge of Morant.
Bro, that was even before 2021. That was back when he was with Washington, dude. That happened like 3 years ago. And it was a story that was going on when he was in LA. It's great that they have DeAnthony Melton and we have Shake Milton. So Melton fouls Milton. I love DeAnthony Melton. I think Simmons has 6. I think he has 2 dunks and 2 free throws. Good work, Shake. Oh, buddy, just shoot that.
Howard got a move. Missing with a left hand, and Simmons will be called here for the loose ball foul. And for Ben, that'll be a second.
Well, Ben has 2 fouls.
Take a timeout. Under 3 to go here in the
I feel like Jonas Valanciunas is an assassin on his side job.
What do we want for dinner?
Still a traffic jam.
And I feel like I'm not really going out on a limb saying that. Like, if like 10 years from now we find out that he murdered people, I'm like, yeah. Yeah, he did. Also, guys, I don't know if you peeped my video about the Bulls, but I was like kind of pooping on the Bulls, and then what do the Bulls do? They go out and beat the Nets. Nelson's got a kid. What's up, Natalie? What's going on? You have a great father figure.
Because of this, we built Escape with Ford Copilot 360. Because of this, we built Ford Edge with intelligent all-wheel drive. Because of this, We built Ford EcoSport to give you traction when and where you need it. And because Ford SUVs are built for this,
Yeah,
you
Adam,
are America's best-selling brand.
I don't take it back. I think the Bulls made a bad deal. I don't care if they're a 4 seed next year. What up, D? Good, Nelson. Appreciate that. That's nice. I don't take back my video about the Bulls. Like, I just don't think they're good. I just don't think that's a championship move. If you're not making championship moves, what are you doing? Oklahoma City's making championship moves, so I don't even mean like immediate moves to win. That's not what it is to me. 5th time this AI commercial's been on, by the way, guys. What's up, D? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird, man. I don't know. I think maybe it's just us Sixers fans because we have this like preconceived notion that tanking is the way to do it because we kind of invented it. I mean, we didn't invent it, but like we kind of did, you know? So I just think it's the right way to do it. Maybe not the right way morally, but I think it's the correct way to do it. B-ball Paul getting some minutos. Hola, mi amigo, Paul Reed. You got to hit the weight room, buddy. You are skinny. Yeah, but like the Otto Porter salary cap's done after this year, so like there's no, it doesn't make any sense. Otto Porter is actually a pretty good guy to have on your team at this level of his contract because he's an easy guy to trade and get actual shit for. Sixers are losing 19-18 with 3 minutes left in the first.
He's got to know the rest of us were just as happy, if not more.
I think they just wanted to create the notion of Chicago's a place to be, not a bottom feeder anymore. And I understand that. I really do. I think it's a mentality shifting move, but
Brandon Clark, we mentioned their leading scorer
I don't know.
off the bench, averaging just under 6.
Clark athletic. Put the ball on the floor.
Brandon Clark's averaging 6 points a game as their leading scorer off the bench. Don't shoot that, Dwight. Don't shoot that, Dwight. What are you doing, Dwight? Where are you going, Dwight? Do something crazy, Shake. For 3. Oh.
Missing the 3. Shake shot the 3 much
This is going to be a really hard game to beat. Win. Yeah, what's up, Space? Good defense. Furkan, pass it. Furkan, pass it. Please, Furkan.
Tobias doing the best he can to keep him in front. Morant just proved to be so much to handle at times. The quickness off the
I
dribble.
despise the game of Furkan Korkmaz.
Korkmaz popping off the bench, missing his first 2.
The worst player of all time.
37%.
Of course, Nelson. Appreciate that, Natalie. Thank you. I try. I am Greg. What is your favorite team? I know you live in New York. Philly. Everything Philly. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm born and raised in Philly. I didn't live out in New York City until September of this past September.
Visit the Apple App Store or Google Play to download it today.
I'm a Sixers fan, obviously. Phillies fan. Eagles fan. I despise hockey, so I'm not going to pretend like I'm a Flyers fan.
Xavier Tillman Sr., rookie out of Michigan State. Spelling Valanciunas, who sits same 8 points, 7 boards. We had earlier in the
All right, Brandon Clark. Quick 4 points. Shake's going to have to go off again today. Feel bad for him. Feel bad that he has to play alongside Furkan Korkmaz. For his 3rd shot of the game, bricked it. That man is so bad at basketball, guys. Furkan Korkmaz is the worst player in the NBA. I refuse to think otherwise.
14 to shoot.
It's a great hustle by Paul Reed, though.
Game meeting the Sixers in 2 weeks.
Like, a part of me I don't even want to have him on the team anymore.
Clark matched up with Paul Reed. See whether or not he can keep him out of the lane and off.
I feel bad for Shake, man. He's the only guy on this team that can create right now.
Milton working it with Howard. Grizzlies clogging things up, and the Sixers left with 3.
This is an ugly possession.
Sixers 0 for their last 6 from the floor. Tobias Harris, Seth Curry, Ben Simmons, Danny Green, all on the bench right now. So it's up to the bench.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Milton missing again.
Good defense, Paul. I'm going to just watch Paul Reed all night. I feel like he's going to get a lot of minutes. Korkmaz, he literally just said, can you please steal this? Yeah, Paul Reed's playing pretty well. Paul Reed's playing pretty well. Got offensive rebound. No offensive mistakes to this point. He played pretty good on-ball defense against Brandon Clark in that possession right there. They just scored. We didn't even see it. Furkan Korkmaz is over 3 from the field as he just continues to hoist up bad shot after bad shot after bad shot. Shake Milton is playing 1 versus 5 right now.
And Tillman called for the personal. And last basket, how it went down. See the quick hitting out of bounds play.
He has to, Nelson. That's the only possibility of winning. Is Shake Milton going off
Now the team foul limit. Under a minute to play in the first.
as he hits a bucket.
Finally connects after missing his first 2.
Only chance that we win this game.
Just under 18. And a timely deuce there.
Just under 18 for Shake Milton this year. Holy smokes, what a stud.
Well, again, got to keep watch on Milton. Hitting another 3.
A Melton and a Milton out on the floor. And both guys
Furkan, please pass it. Furkan, please pass it. Furkan. Paul Reed. Welcome.
Slamming for 2. Compliments of Furkan Korkmaz. Nice cut by the rookie.
And that's what we were talking about just a few trips earlier. Can a guy like Clark?
Yeah, I saw that, Pat. I was just saying that earlier. I was like, of course, as soon as I make a video about how the Bulls suck, they go out and beat the second best team in the Eastern Conference. Good defense. Oh, that was an ugly first quarter. 4 Boz at this game. No Embiid. Ben Simmons in foul trouble in the first 3 minutes. Can't win sometimes. My high school friends just got married or just got engaged yesterday. That really put my life in perspective. 7 years they dated. Now they're getting married. Poor kid. I mean, great people, but poor kid.
We say, let's go faster and further, leading the pack, revving with power, with the confidence that tomorrow's road will be better than today's. Let's go, Toyota Hybrids.
Every new Toyota Hybrid comes with an enhanced battery.
I couldn't imagine.
To 150,000 miles. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care.
Couldn't even imagine finding a female.
Toyota, let's go places.
Nah, it's not true. I shouldn't say that.
I get scared sometimes.
I love this one girl, but does she know I exist at this point?
Decisions.
The dark.
We're thinking out loud.
But I once heard someone say,
But as I always say,
Who are these people that I follow? Who are you?
as long as you face the
How do you have 43,000 followers?
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years.
I don't even know if this is a guy or a girl.
we switched.
I switched to Chevy.
We switched.
I switched for more room.
Do you follow?
I switched for my family.
Dude, I ain't following me. Get out of here. No way. No way.
I switched to Chevy.
I don't know who you are. I ain't gonna follow you for just being a nice guy. No way. Give me good content. Yeah, how about this Phil's, huh? What do you think I'm doing, Nelson? I'm at the gym trying to. Ugh. Ugh.
76ers basketball is being brought to you by DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, and new customers can get a deposit bonus.
I already shot my shot. And it was accepted, but it's a long story. And in case someone ever watches this, I probably shouldn't continue on. It's not over. That's my point. My point to the story is it may not be over.
At
least I didn't brick my shot, you know what I mean? It's all about not bricking. We've been rejected before.
Winners last night over the
Kind of.
Timberwolves.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Harris back on the floor. They can certainly use.
If you're not getting rejected, you're not doing it right.
As many as 9 towards the end of
Oh yeah,
the first
Toby.
quarter,
Nice job.
Harris
We're playing point. Oh, don't tell me that.
rookie, Desmond Bain.
Nah, shakes on the court.
I mean, that's no man's land. If you're Bane, you get back
Yeah,
down
air balls
to
are like when you like
Tobias
send a
still
DM
has
and
his
it's just
dribble
left on
alive,
scene.
He's going left, right. He's trying to decide which way to attack.
All the best shooters have an air ball.
That's a helpless feeling if you're Bane.
That means no man can deal with Tobias Harris in that.
Toby,
Correct, sir.
you're 50, 40, 90. Stop missing
Got
shit.
you where he wants you.
Sixers second in the NBA in post-ups per game. Only the Lakers posted up more.
I'm trying to think who else. Kuzma at times I've seen him post up, but it's basically AD and LeBron.
We've got Sixers. You certainly have Embiid, Harris, Simmons at times.
Cast of characters here.
In Brooklyn. Yeah, maybe not.
Xavier Tillman averaging 6 boards, playing about 19 minutes per game. Gorgie Sheng, the veteran, released.
Thanks, Nelson. I don't know. Should I say thanks? I guess I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I do a lot of rejecting myself, to be honest. Much more, actually. I don't really shoot my shot. I'm not worried about it. I don't really attempt shots. I don't need other people in my life to be happy. All you can do is accept the moment.
19 minutes a game. This is Bain. It's for 2.
Ooh, good defense.
Decent close out there for Firth, not allowing Bain.
No, I didn't see that. I believe that, though, Pat. They kind of just did him dirty. Not really, I guess.
Milton ends up on the floor along with the guy.
It said, thanks, and you're nicest guy in New York. That doesn't say much. Not really saying much. To be the nicest guy in New York means you're like one of the meaner people in Philadelphia. That's actually not true. Philadelphia is full of mean human beings.
There's Melton on him. As you see, Tillman coming over as well. Contact for sure, but not shooting contact.
And that is the second personal foul on a key reserve. Anthony.
Yeah, probably you have no idea what you're talking about, but hey.
Dwight Howard keeps it alive.
Korkmaz, please don't shoot. Please don't shoot, Korkmaz. Please don't shoot. Please don't shoot. Please don't shoot. Why? Why do you shoot? Why is he allowed to have a ball in his hands?
Initiated that contact. The official on the baseline just kind of letting it go, let it be even.
Korkmaz is literally the worst player on this team, and he gets way too many minutes. I wish I could coach for one day so I could cut him.
Harris working over the rookie Bain. And here is Bain with a miss.
That is good advice. More importantly, you don't need another person to like you to have some self-worth. The biggest change occurs when you are basically alone.
Missing the 3.
Bro, this team is so bad right now.
See, I don't have a problem with that because that looks fancy, but it's actually the right thing to do.
A healthy 3 there from Milton. So as advertised, Anthony Milton, very good 3-point shooter. His 3rd 3. He is high man of the game now with 11.
Well, this game's not looking great. Not looking. We've seen better games. Let's see what I have to do on this. Resume check. Check. Live streaming. Check. Almost got a whole day done of work. You want Michael Porter Jr.? Steve Novak. What year is this? What the hell year is this? What's up, Bird? Welcome back, bro. It's not all about being popular. One thing you'll know in life is the older you get, the less popular you want to become. And the less popular you become, the more liked you are. Life is an interesting way of working like that. What you find important as a kid becomes the least important part of growing up.
Are you and the person you care for not satisfied with your current home care company? Are you not getting paid weekly pay or
It's like all these kids on TikTok and just Gen Z kids in general are trying to become famous or stars or clout or influencers, but there comes a point in time where those kids grow up and realize that they just wasted just bullshit, man. It's not about that. It's about the art you create. It's about using your creative outlook and being you as aggressively as possible. And I don't mean like weirdly aggressive, but just be you, man. Be you. And the more you are, the more people will be attracted to you. And I don't even mean girls. I just mean in general, people will become attracted to you as a person, and they'll want to be around you more, and they'll want to watch you on doing things, and they'll want to see what you want to do, and they'll root you on because they just like how you are. You're entertaining when you're yourself. Trying to be an athlete. Trying is not a good word. I don't like that word. You either do or you don't. How bad do you want something? If you want to be something, then manifest it. Work at it. Agreed, Bird. It is indeed about how you change the world.
And right now, the Grizzlies with their largest lead at 11.
Craig spin facts. Someone doesn't like you, embrace it. Exactly, man. Do what makes you happy. At the end of the day, that is the only thing that is important. The only thing. I'll take Mike Scott over Furkan Korkmaz any day of the week.
Sixers minus Joel Embiid. We should also
I'll take 40-year-old Luke Walton playing on the Sixers over Furkan Korkmaz.
Made right before the start.
I hear you, Space. My life is also very involved in the sports world. Hence why I do YouTube.
Right? Yeah. That's a lot.
My thing is like monetize every hobby you have.
But just that's a lot of work put into that, to acquiring that piece of paper. And then to just say, you know what, I got it, but I want to do something else. That's love.
Mike Scott had it blocked.
So bad, man. Mike Scott's so bad.
Grizzlies very much.
At least he's not over 4 with 2 borderline air balls with that Furkan Korkmaz is. And also, Space, you're so young, man. You gotta just don't narrow your like interests down to just sports. Do things you've never done before. Go out, experience things, see what you might like, and be honest with yourself if you like it or not. Don't be afraid about other people's opinions on them. You know what I mean? If you like something, do it.
Area. I guess that was enough for the officials.
Speed, quickness, balance.
I spent way too much time as a kid worrying about what other people thought.
If you disrupt any one of those 4 items.
And then I realized none of that shit matters. And that's when I became happy. That's when I became myself and started a journey of doing things I want to do. I'm not doing other things for other people. I went to college, got a degree because I thought that's what my mom and dad wanted, not because I wanted it. I never wanted it. I'm not even using it now. But everything happens for a reason, too.
Unimpeded goes Kyle Anderson. His second hoop. He's 4th on the team in scoring, averaging just over 12. And the Grizzlies right now, their largest lead at 13.
More skilled as Anderson than athletic.
Sixers offense is so ugly.
Gifts with the basketball in his hand. He's got it.
Mike Scott's so bad.
But not going to overwhelm you with his athleticism.
Curry with a hot potato.
Wow.
Got it off and in.
Whoa, what are you going to Florida for? That's awesome. My one roommate's from Florida.
Curry's first points of the game.
Seen him when the 76ers get stagnant.
Good defense. Good defense. It's going to have to start on the defensive end tonight. It's going to have to start on the defensive end.
Talked about that stagnant offense.
Yeah, we're not doing great, golf. Offense is just ugly. It's going to have to start on the defensive end. Create turnovers, play good defense. Get to wake up to 330. Oof. Mike Scott for 3. Already better than Furkan Korkmaz. You see that? See that? Mike Scott, greater sign. Furkan Korkmaz. Oh, whatever.
Melton has been a problem in Danny Green is back on
Worse than Greg Melly's humor. Yeah, right.
three-point shooter. Simmons and Scott have
Look at that defense. Uh-oh. Look at that. See? Starts on the defensive end, man. Seth, take your time. Take your time. Give it a Ben. 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 Give it a Ben. Give it a Ben. Give it a Ben. Ben. Ben.
Somehow, some way, I agree.
Give it a Ben. Give it a Ben. Give it a Ben. Okay. Give it up. Nice pick, Ben. Bad layup, Seth.
Curry missing inside. Anderson.
Unreal defense, Ben. Holy shit, Ben. Oh, yeah. Okay. 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 No. No.
Again. Got it. Tobias Harris turning garbage into gold.
Dude, you're going to get comparing shit to shit, Bird. How the hell is Furkan Korkmaz anywhere near talent? Yeah, I would take B-Ball Paul over him, too. That shows you how little I think of Furkan Korkmaz as an NBA player. I saw that game winner by the Zags. I'm pissed I missed it. I went on my timeline and everyone was like, was that the greatest game of all time? And I was like, shit, I just missed the greatest game of all time. Ben is maybe the defensive player of the year. I think he dropped a little bit past couple of weeks, but top 3. Tonight he looks pretty good. But Molly. Do, 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 do. Will I fall or will I fly? Heal my soul, fulfill my heart, cross my heart, and hope to die with my slice of devil's pie. I don't know. Ben Simmons hasn't really put up a super great defensive performances the past couple weeks. He's going to have to be better if he wants to win that award. That's just me being realistic, not a Sixers fan. You know what I mean?
With the confidence that tomorrow's road will be better than today's. Let's go. Toyota Hybrids.
Every new Toyota Hybrid comes with an enhanced battery warranty of 10 years or up to 100.
Went to the gym today at 1:04. Walked in. They said we close at 1. I said, shit. And walked right out.
6.7 million. Motor vehicle accident. 20 million. Medical mistake causing brain damage. 80 million for a client suffering from a defective medical product.
My Philly lawyer has built a reputation for aggressive, thorough, thoughtful representation.
When you said it was over, you got right through my heart. You let these on, and when we had right up, ooh, I was so mad. Should have saw it coming right from the start. Beware, beware, beware of a woman with a broken heart.
Possession and the Sixers out in transition. Danny Green with the heave. Tobias with the offensive rebound and putback. Both ends of the field.
Man, I wish, Bird. Unfortunately, I couldn't spend the day with my family, given the fact we are not in the same state. But I would love some candy. Maybe I should go out and get some candy after this. Yeah, I'm pretty broke. I probably should do that. Yeah, I'll do it.
Especially a three-point shooter, and he misses. And here are the Sixers looking to continue their push.
You'll let that former Spartan shoot those. Tom Izzo, tough, but I don't know about the ability to knock down threes just yet.
Ben, what are you doing? Mike Scott for 3? Top 3 rappers of all time. Is this favorite or in general? How are we doing this?
Grizzlies as a team average from beyond the arc.
Actually, screw it. I'm going to say,
Simmons an opportunity here against Grayson.
what up, Clever? I'm going to say J. Cole, number 1. Very, very clear number 1. Like, not even planets apart from number 1 and number 2. Number 2, I'll probably have Kanye. Especially younger Kanye, obviously.
Grayson Allen.
Number 3, probably like Tupac.
In this first half,
I'm more of a Tupac than Biggie guy, but I like Biggie too.
We had a parade to the line by
Just don't know as much of his music.
Yeah, the officials weren't in any hurry last night, were they?
But J. Cole for sure.
No, it was just.
I like Kendrick Lamar.
And it was even.
I love Kanye. Kanye is awesome. People let their like personal belief of like what Kanye has turned into to like influence their opinion on his music. His music like generationally changed just music in general. Ben, what the fuck was that, dude? How come one week Ben Simmons looks like he's like 80% from the line, and the next week he just hits the side of the backboard and just chucks it off the back of the rim? Tell me how that makes sense. Make that make sense to me. Good to see Philadelphia really fight back in this one, though. Kanye turned sampling into the modern, you know, thing that it is. Good defense, Danny. Yeah, he is not even Illuminati. The man just lost his mind because he's bipolar, and instead of being able to really like focus that energy into like his music, he had decided to go with the Kardashian and just lose his mind in the process. But Kanye was generational, man. He's makes some of the best music I've ever heard in my life. College Dropout, Late Registration, Even My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, 808s and Heartbreaks, some of the best albums of all time. What is this game? Can someone explain to me any of these offensive possessions? As Grayson Allen just splashes a three.
Is able to hit the three. He leads the NBA, by the way, and I'm not sure if they would classify that three as one, but he leads the NBA in three-point percentage from the top of the key. Grayson Allen.
Weird stat, Pat. We just hold weird stats.
College days, but it's taken him a while to kind of crack.
Mike Scott, another three. Yeah, man's gonna put up 45 shots today. Grayson Allen. Airball to corner three. Tell me how. Toby's the man.
Harris now with 9, and the Sixers down 6 under 4.5.
I don't know if you guys know that.
Here in the first half.
It's the Sixers mark.
When you said it was over, you shot right from my heart. We're gonna have to put up a hand against Dylan Brooks. I mean, the guy's a pretty decent shooter.
Brooks connecting from beyond 3-point shooting by the Grizzlies has been very good here in the first half.
We haven't even refuse to guard him. Oh god, Mike Scott. Mike Scott's funny. He has like one dribble move.
Mike Scott interrupted by Anderson. He ends up on the wood, no whistle.
Set.
Yep.
That Brooks drive.
Memphis will keep it here with 16 to shoot.
Bro, they're literally just running up and down the court. Like, I would get so tired.
A couple of threes. Oh, somehow, some way, Brooks breaking free and slamming for 2 off the inbounds. Compliments of John.
Yeah, he does.
Second assist.
You know he's got that license. He was standing in line when they passed the law.
Not let this team get more and more confident and more comfortable. Up 11, they're playing their kind of basketball to an extent. What they're doing is actually adapting well in that they're executing in the half-court set. There's that last exchange, half-court execution.
What is that? Where's the defense there, boys?
Last foul was on Grayson Allen, his second.
Come on, Seth. You got to knock these free throws down.
Seth Curry coming in a 92% free throw shooter. Not enough free throws attempted to qualify for the leaders.
You got to make a free throw here, buddy.
Still news when he misses.
Yep.
Wow. Both off badly. In other words, they weren't bouncing around, and with a chance to possibly go in, they both care quickly.
Sixers in the first half have
I miss Embiid again.
more free throws than they made.
John Morant from Nova Scotia. Almost.
You don't mind that, especially from a guy shooting just 25% from beyond.
No, you invite him when you consider all the other options available to you.
John Morant shooting 25% from 3.
Yes, please.
Well, his options in the paint have been removed. The Sixers a good job keeping him out of it.
Valanciunas, who was hurting earlier, is kind of gone quiet.
Wow, Tobias Harris. Playing like a star, man. He's playing like a superstar.
First Sixer in double figures with 11.
He really is. Wish Ben Simmons could look at that and do something. Good defense, Danny and Dwight. Come on, Ben. God. Every good transitional offense is just shut down.
Against Allen, not an easy shot. Allen trying to get up underneath him as Toby elevates.
You said it was over. You shine right through my heart. You lucky souls. Tell what we had right apart. Ooh, I was a man.
He has done so much more.
What is going on? What is this offensive possession?
Anderson. Good defense by the Grizzlies. Finally, Green. It's for three. That is Anderson for Memphis.
Where are the jerseys in the back? Oh, it's. I got my green screen up. Takes way too long to put it up, put it down. I didn't feel like switching it. So my videos today were also
This is a team that plays hard, the Grizzlies.
green screen.
Or the Grizzlies.
They're behind there
And you've got to match
somehow,
that.
somewhere.
And I know it's tough because you played last night.
Well, the Sixers did. The Grizzlies actually had the night off.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. The Sixers.
Yeah.
It's tough on them because they played last night.
Yeah.
Good defense. Good defense.
Good defense.
John Moran is struggling tonight.
And the second-year man from Murray State.
I got a college degree in criminal justice with a minor in political science.
Taylor Jenkins,
and I've spent 0 days working in either field on purpose. I didn't even apply for jobs out of college. I immediately got into acting.
Voluntarily backed down. So he's going to hold his ground and fight.
Dylan Brooks looks like a dinosaur.
He's going to go for what he wants. And you can see Brooks still chirping.
Sixers wise to go to Harris in the post with the Grizzlies in the penalty. Junior 76ers camps presented by Rothman Orthopedics.
Wow, we made a free throw.
Top-notch coaching, extensive health and safety protocols. Enroll now. Secure your spot and get early enrollment discounts.
Come on, Toby. Knock it down for me.
Now it can be said.
He said short, and it was just cash money.
Short, if I heard correctly. A career high 90% from the line. 10th best in the NBA. Hit this one earlier.
Short but net, right?
Yeah.
But net.
You don't have to make it. Wow, you made that.
And to add insult to injury for Ben Simmons, it's going to be personal foul number 3.
If the reason you want to do something is to make it, it's not in it for the right reason.
I don't know, letting us all know it was him, I guess. We're not paying attention.
I don't know. It's just
He's
thing, I guess.
Am I the only non-adult in here?
Even like simple layups. We get it. We see you. Let's move on.
All I can't stand when other teams
That last bucket.
celebrate. Improv school would be cool. There's a really good one in Chicago. It's one of the best in the nation. I've thought about it.
Really?
But I'm not in the
Initially, they went well on Simmons, I would guess. I mean, who else? Initially, when they went to
Yeah, what gave you the first hint, Pat?
maybe they're thinking it's
Never,
a 2,
bro.
Is it a 3?
Never.
Obviously, well behind the arc.
I would never
And
work in
those
criminal
two
justice.
disappear from frame.
How was it a foul on
My
Ben Simmons?
goodness. If they call, unless it was somebody else involved in a different play that I'm not seeing here,
It can't be Ben.
it can't be.
It can't be.
It
Ben.
can't be.
Yoko call stands. It is a common foul. We have 1 free throw.
The fact that you even had to look at that.
Well, you know why?
It's a sad state of affairs.
Because Brooks went to the floor.
Yeah, it's just a sad state of affairs.
Well, listen.
And look at him smiling, smirking.
Oh, boy.
Well, if you're the officials, who are you mad at right now? For being duped into having to go over there and waste everyone's time?
Listen, if it was like a 3 or 4 minute replay, I'd say it's getting a little ridiculous here, but
Yo, Allah Abdinami just snaps sometimes.
Simmons, 3 personal fouls.
Why do you keep going, get a degree?
And Doc Rivers has 2.
'Cause I was afraid. I was afraid to do what I wanted to do. I was scared. I was scared I wasn't good enough. I was scared I was never going to make it. This 1 in a million type shit you hear all the time. I was afraid I wasn't good enough. I was afraid. And then I graduated and I realized
Wonder if that was by design, because as Tobias was
none of that matters.
He had beaten
None of that matters. After getting a degree, really moving out to New York is the biggest personality change in my life. I realized that nothing in this life is important other than just loving yourself and being happy, and no matter what you do. So go out and do what you want to do. So that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. Finals week, the second day of finals week, I'm in a computer lab studying or writing a paper, doing whatever. And I signed up for an acting class, and that was the beginning of me doing what I wanted to do as Danny Green. That was like the first decision I made for myself. It's just in the moment, I just did it. And ever since then, I've just been in the moment. Just do it. Just work. Just do it. All the while realizing I am pretty talented at things. Realizing that I'm also pretty decent at what I want to do. So I'm lucky, and I decided to just go harder. These refs have been really bad tonight.
Ball tipped out of bounds, last touch by the Sixers, evidently.
Look at that. Watch this. Watch this right here. And try to contain yourself. Oh, my goodness. Both feet. Skipping and sliding. Come on. One of them's got to be a pivot foot.
Ugly first half indeed. But the craziest thing is, man, the refs are missing a bunch of calls this last 45 seconds.
Sixers down 10, and we have about 3 seconds separating the clocks. Yep. Was a walk.
Hey, I called a loss on Philly's end. Just want to say that.
Milt with a hot potato for 3. That'll do it. Boy, the Sixer offense held under wraps by the Memphis Grizzlies, just over 36%. Sixers halftime live is coming up.
Tobias Harris has 8 rebounds in the first half.
Dear freedom, being parked inside has many wanting to ride unleashed. We say let's go, faster and further, leading the pack, revving with power, with the confidence that tomorrow's road will be better than today's. Let's go, Toyota Hybrids.
Every new Toyota Hybrid comes with
Halftime food talk? I'm down. Bring it. I'm down. Bring it.
Toyota comes with Toyota Care.
Let me hear it.
Toyota, let's go places.
We switched.
I switched to Chevy.
We switched.
I switched for more room.
Fernando Tatis Jr. just hit the ball extremely far. Greg, I'm watching the game and you are pretty delayed. Yeah, well,
I switched to
it
Chevy.
happens. Go to breakfast food. Wow. Do I have all the time in the world? Like, am I out to dinner, or am I making it myself, or out to breakfast, or am I doing it myself?
Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
What if you drove an SUV that paid attention?
Like, paint the picture for me, Nelson.
Like the Hyundai Kona.
Pablo Picasso it for me. Basquiat's it for me. How do you spell that, by the way? I want to look up some of his art.
Distracted drivers.
Basquiat.
Driver attention warning from Hyundai.
Holy shit, I was right. Jean-Michel Basquiat.
Now lease a 2021 Kona for $139 a month, or a 2021
Oh, he was American.
for $189 a month.
God, from Brooklyn. He was only 28 when he died? Bro, people die too soon. The graffiti duo who wrote enigmatic epigrams in the cultural hotbed of the Lower East Side of Manhattan during the late 1970s, where rap, punk, and street art coalesced into early hip-hop music culture. That's so sweet. Great question. Let's do both. You at home, and you're making some food for me and a female. Probably eggs. I make good eggs. Like toast, eggs, sunny side up or over easy. Bacon. You know.
We make up for with the gravel pounding ambition.
Where am I going? Depends on this girl. Like, is she a girlfriend or am I trying to impress her? Like, if she's my girlfriend, I'm not really ever trying to impress anybody. But yeah, I cook. I cook pretty well. I mean, I work in a kitchen in which I use a wok, like Chinese food wok. So I mean, I'm pretty decent at cooking. It's all right. So it depends on the girl. So like, if I'm trying to make it a nice outing, I'll probably find like a nice, like small, cute, not diner, but like a cute little breakfast place. I love, my roommates aren't here. I love crepes. Like crepes are my favorite thing. So actually, this girl that I told you that I love, I hope to God she's not watching this. But this girl that I told you that I'm just like, would love to get to know more. We went out on a breakfast date and we got crepes. That's fire. Crepes are so good. So like, you know, like that, I like pancakes, French toast. I'm a huge French toast guy. But like me and my roommate sometimes will hit IHOP in Brooklyn. Super nice, not nice, but like it's a good IHOP, and like I love IHOP. Like just like we just get crazy amounts of breakfast and just crush it. Big syrup guy. Breakfast is like my favorite food. I can't go without eating in the morning. Oh yeah, IHOP's it's go-to, bro. It's go-to.
Get a $4,250 cash allowance on all 2021 Silverado 1500 crew cab pickups.
Yeah, French toast. That's my go-to. I like challah French toast a lot. That shit is mwah, en fuego. Breakfast is great. You can't go wrong with breakfast, man.
Let's go. Toyota Hybrids.
Neo-expressionist paintings were being exhibited in art galleries and museums internationally. At 21, Basquiat became the youngest artist to ever take part in Documenta in Kassel. At 22, he was the youngest to exhibit at the Whitney Biennial in New York. The Whitney Museum of American Art held a retrospective of his art in 1992. Yeah. But things are in Brooklyn that are not in Philly. A ton.
Specializing in
A
bigger
ton.
breakthroughs and tinier scars.
Ooh, Red Lobster's so good.
To cardiologists who deliver options when you've run out of them.
Brooklyn is a very, I mean, I don't live in Brooklyn. I live in Manhattan. I live in the financial district. Manhattan is very, the area that I live in is not like a hotbed for places to eat, but the places that are in the financial district are very nice, very upper echelon. It's like Wall Street type shit, you know what I mean? But I don't eat there because I can't afford that. So I usually go, if I'm going to go eat, I'll go East Side, East Village, West Village, Union Square. It's more up in Manhattan. Where I live is like at the very, very bottom of Manhattan, like on the river. But Brooklyn is more mom and pop a little bit. It's more mom and pop shops. It's more, it's very cultural. It's very cultural. Like it's funny, like every single borough is much, much different. It's much different. They all speak the same. It's all the same accent, but they're different. Bronx is very, very culturally artistic, very cultural. It's very Hispanic, and Brooklyn is very in between. Manhattan is more, yeah, the Chinese food's freaking crazy. What makes you motivated? Competition with myself, not with other people. What motivates me is the fact that, like, man, there's so much that motivate. Every day I find new things that motivate me. Like, I just want to be better. I just have this absolute desire to be better than I was yesterday. And so I will drive home working until I am better than I was yesterday. And like the funny thing about being an artist is like you always die too young because you're chasing perfection that you will never find. So like oftentimes with things that I do, whether it's acting, whether it's YouTube videos, whether really anything, I always look at it and I'm like, I could have done better. But that's just the way life is. the beauty of imperfection is what makes art relatable. It's what makes art good. Subjectively, of course. Motivating is just what motivates me too is New York. That's why I came out here. New York is the most motivating place I've ever been in my life.
Jim, we thought the Sixers need to come out with some energy.
And it's like this idea that like everybody is trying to be better than you in New York, and nobody gives a fuck about you in New York City. Like you can go out dress however way you want to dress. No one's gonna even look at you. No one cares. So New York is a really good opportunity to help you learn more about yourself and like help you be even more you. You get to step out of your comfort zone, try on new things, look a new way, do this, do that. You know, it's very artistically challenging in a really good way. And I am an incredible competitor. Like I played sports all my life, and I have always wanted to be better than other people. But I've learned in art, it's not like that. You want, if you're in a scene with somebody as an actor, you want that other actor to be better than you. You want that actor to be as good as possible, because the better he or she is in that scene, the better you'll be. And it's just this competition within yourself. Like I do a film and I see it and I'm like, pretty good. I got to do better on the next one. I got to do better on the next one. I got to do better on the next one. And it's like I have this like idea that I don't want to settle for anything. Like I am not settling for any level of success, whatever that word may mean into you. I don't settle. I will never settle. I will always try to be better. And whatever is rewarded with that mentality, whatever. That's not the reason why I'm doing it. I just genuinely cannot live with myself if I don't work hard and continue to be better than I was yesterday. What up, Brandon? What up, Benji? Sixers are down, I want to say 10. Let's see. Sixers down 10, yeah. Yeah, the NBA, the refs problem was that last minute and a half was ugly. Memphis is winning. D'Anthony Melton had a good first half. Dylan Brooks shot the lights out. What part of Philly I'm from? I'm from Northeast Philadelphia.
Get 0% APR for 60 months. Plus 0 payment.
Yeah, and my thing, Nelson, is I don't want kids. I don't, because to me it's a distraction. As effed up as that may sound, I have too much ambition to like be able to become stagnant with myself. And like it's unfortunate because like it's kind of unhealthy. Like I'm not like I don't really see the world how normal people see the world. I don't see a world of like, okay, I want to get married and have kids and be happy and build a pension and like become stagnant. And it's not bad. Like that's not my mentality is not for everybody, you know? But like oftentimes that finds me in trouble with relationships because like I'm aggressive and I push people to be better. I push my significant other, I push my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriends to be better. They talk about what they want to do. I'm like, do it. Do it right now. Just do it. And it kind of is not the best mentality for everybody. Not everybody can take it, you know? Exactly. No, I agree, Nelson. And also, I want to become financially stable, obviously, before ever even considering a kid. First, got to find a girl. But what I find most attractive in girls, to me, is the equivalent ambition. It's just that, like, burning desire inside to just be better. You know, like that's why you see famous people marry famous people, because that's the only people they can relate to. And to an extent, I relate to that. I'm not saying that's what I want to be or that's what I'm going to be or that or this or that, but that mentality is what I relate to. I don't relate to small town mentality. Do you think Otto Porter Jr. will get bought out? Personally, no. I don't. Unfortunately, I think Philadelphia, you're probably looking at the squad the way it is. If that's a good or bad thing, we don't know.
When a shot like this goes in, you know things are going your way. Grizzlies lead by 10. Second half coming your way.
Can't believe John Morant made that bank three from the corner.
$6.7 million.
Yeah, I also don't want to have a kid by accident. That sounds
mistake causing brain damage. $80 million for a client suffering from a defective.
Thank you, Nelson. I appreciate it.
My Philly lawyer
I've always had a
for aggressive, thorough, thoughtful
mature way of thinking.
We know how the system works. We don't back down to insurance companies, and we get results with juries.
The numbers speak for themselves.
Exactly, Valerio. Welcome to the chat. Glad you could be a part of it.
My Philly lawyer, when winning matters most. Dear Freedom.
I've never wanted to be like other people. The word different to me is just like, it's like a pat on the back saying good job. Because the thing about society is 95% of the world, for a lack of a better phrase, are sheep. They're constantly afraid of what people think about them. They're constantly afraid of how people might perceive what they want to do. They're afraid to jump and take a risk and get uncomfortable. I try to live my life as constantly uncomfortable as possible. You have to. You don't grow without uncomfort. Work a 9-to-5 job, come home every day, fall asleep, repeat. That's not for me. It is for some people, and more power to them, but it's not for me.
But as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid.
as long as you face the fear.
And I'm not worried about people liking what I do, and because I know art is subjective. Art will always be subjective. You know, it's like people will not like the projects that I make. I'm so aware of that. People don't like the YouTube videos I make. On a small scale, YouTube is a form of art, and I'm cool with that, man. I don't make it for people who don't like it. I don't even make it for people who do like it. I make it for me. Everything I do is for me.
Plus, with a deposit bonus up to $1,000.
Yeah, I hear you, Nelson. That's fact, man.
So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app.
It's tough when you got to help another human being survive through this world that's hard enough as is, you know what I mean? And I got more power. I got more respect towards parents than the average because my parents were awesome. My parents had me at a much older age. My siblings are all way, way older than me. But that just literally made me grow up at a young age. Like, I was not popular in high school. I didn't really have many friends. But I was just undeniably myself. I was very genuine. And people in high school, especially, for those like Space and Aiden, when you get older, you go to high school, it may seem like everything you are in life, like high school is the most important time of your life. But when you look back at it, it's nothing. High school is really nothing. It's the people who peak in high school are the ones who never seem to grow. I struggled in high school because people didn't like me and I was myself and they just didn't get it. They were too busy trying to pretend to be other people and try and fit in and do this and do that. I was never about it. I was too busy focusing on just in the moment. College came around and it's different. College is much more mature. It's much different. I'm 24, Benji. Thank you, Ashton. I appreciate that. It's just the way I don't know. Just the way I see life. All right, Seth Curry at the point.
Of the 72 that are to be played, now the third quarter officially underway.
Mike Scott's not even looking to catch the basketball. Great pass, Ben.
Well done. Nicely designed by the Sixer coaches.
I agree, Valerio. And, you know, when I'm not absolutely dead broke, trying to make it, whatever that means. Traveling is huge for me.
Yep, Taylor Jenkins out of the halftime locker room, setting him up for the three.
Traveling's huge. I mean, I moved out to New York City, you know, without knowing a single human being in this entire state. See you, Space. Thanks for stopping by. Came out to a city that kills people, literally eats people alive. And I didn't know anybody.
His second of the game, he's got 7. He averages 10.
So I'm not really afraid of anything. I think that's something that is good. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Nelson. One of my best friends from college did the same a year back, so that was definitely tough. High school doesn't matter though, man.
Memphis now by 17 for the first time.
Sixers are getting pooped on, by the way.
The Grizzlies credit finding the
Oh.
and Allen putting his team up 17.
Meet new people, new cultures. That's very important. Just learning, man. Learning is so important. Just constantly learn. Be able to take criticism. Be able to understand you're not as good as you think you are sometimes.
I'm talking faster bets, withdrawals, and rewards. How about an easier app, easier parlays, and
I agree, Valerio. America is a very closed-minded country.
see for yourself why bettors prefer PointsBet.
This isn't Tobias, man. That Seth Curry defense on that possession was not good. Plus, they just hit 3 threes in a row. Not much you can do when they're just out here splash city. I've been many times to the U.S. Biggest limitation you guys have is the lack of view outside of your country for putting things into perspective. You need to get out of the perspective first. Yeah. I mean, life's about understanding others' perspectives. I think that's what's most important. It's like I grew up in a very diverse culture. My parents went out of their way to put me in diverse situations, and I, at a very young age, learned from people who didn't look like me what life was like, and that's why I am as focused on making social change. It's why people let me in. It's just living a life in a box doesn't do anything for anybody. You need to break out of your box for your sake and for everyone else's sake. All the problems in the world are due to people who are afraid to talk to other people. Just talk and listen. Change doesn't occur when two people who believe in the same thing have a conversation about it. Change occurs when two people with different beliefs just sit down and listen to each other. Just genuinely listen and just understand or try to understand and appreciate and realize that perspective is different for everyone. Everyone. Doesn't matter what you look like. And I'm not just saying different cultures have different perspectives. People in the same culture have different perspectives. Everybody has a different perspective of life. There are millions of things that have happened to individuals that have formed the way they see everything. But it all starts with understanding that, you know.
The scoring here in the third with
Yeah, there is no best. I think that's just a built up. I think that's just a built up, preconceived story that America has told its people of like how great we are, and we're not. America's no better than the countries that we attack. You know. We just do a better job of manipulating our society and telling us that we're these special people.
Take a look at the
We're not.
two-man game.
No culture is better than any other culture. Mike Scott's really bad. Yeah. He fouled the shit out of Kyle Anderson. Look at that shot. I mean, that is so ugly. The fact that that goes in.
Kyle Anderson. The Grizzlies 23-23, the 9th seed in the West. But remember that play-in tournament this year, 7 through 10 will go for those last.
Yeah, of course, Valerio. But there is money in borders. There needs to be some type of realization that like there's only so much society and people can do, because who really controls society are the people who make the most money. You know what I mean? And things like that will always be around. Of course. You are always who you are. You never let other people tell you what you are. Don't let. Oh my God, the Sixers game, man.
Has it going on from beyond the arc to begin this third quarter? It's got 4 threes in all, 13 points. Suddenly the Sixers down 20.
Allen's come a long way with that three, become more reliable, and you can see the quick release by Allen as well.
Tobias Harris, man, I feel bad for him. He's the only guy that showed up today. When you said it was over.
Tobias Harris, just the 6th Memphis turnover, matching the Sixers total.
Of course.
Get a rolling Valanciunas there.
Of course.
Same page, threw it behind him.
See, I like my college degree because I've learned a lot about how society is functioning and the creation of it, Supreme Court, political science, government, and it was very real. The classes were very real. There aren't like what you learn in grade school and high school about Thanksgiving and how there was just this everyone shook hands and everyone was happy. Nah, it's just real perspective. And a part of me wishes we could teach kids at a younger age what real is, how real. Mike Scott, 3. That's his third 3. He's not honestly not bad today. I just wish at a younger age we could teach kids really the truth, whatever that may be. Because who knows really what truth is.
Wow. Allen again. Well, a heat check had to be coming.
No rebound.
John Moran thinking about a 3. Sixers would welcome that. Green flirting with a double of Valanciunas, who has his way anyway. Jonas Valanciunas taking advantage
Think
of
his
the
name.
6'7" Mike Scott.
See the potential double team from Danny coming.
Mike Scott for 3?
From it heads towards the baseline. Where he's able to shoot.
Not a good sign when Mike Scott is our primary offensive focus.
Oh, an offensive foul is going to be called on Valanciunas, just his first, as Mike Scott put a body on him.
Trying to seal Mike Scott in transition is Valanciunas. You didn't like that call at all. You decide as we showed to you. See him trying to post up. Yeah,
Mike Scott is just, he's soft for like priding himself on not being soft.
Harris with an inch or 2 on Brooks.
Tobias Harris is the man.
And the foul results should be 2 at the line for Tobias.
Wow.
Jonas Valanciunas quickly.
I too am Italian, hence the big nose.
Go to pa.parkscasino.com, enter the promo code posted on 76ers Social after a win to earn free play on the Parks Online Casino app. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Glad we can relate. All right, 15. Now's the time we start climbing back. Yeah, Nicolò Melli. Yeah, well, my last name's French because my dad, but my mom's last name is very, very Italian.
Their energy, their hard work, posing problems.
Morant. Talk about him in the open, and largely he's been kept under wraps by the Sixers.
I like that, Ashton. Naturally, Ben, you know, understandably. What about Joe Ingles? Jingling Joe.
50%, and you talked about that three-point shooting, 11 of 22 mark. That's going to be tough to contend with. Sixers 6 of 21 beyond the arc.
Sixers simply run out of shot clock. Again, I'm going to give credit to the Memphis defense. Of course, the Sixers are limited in terms of options. No Joel Embiid. That really is a major problem for the Sixers in the offensive end, because when you have him, it opens up opportunities for so many other players.
And what they're able to do, the Grizzlies now, is they're able to cheat a little bit because Joel isn't in there. They're able to.
It's my chat, man. We all become friends. We're all friends. Comes in, watch Sixers games, talk about life when the Sixers are getting demolished by a team they should not be getting demolished by. That's not life coming full circle. I don't know what is.
Just his first, second on the team.
When you said it was over, you shot right through my heart. Why you let these
Grizzlies working right now, marking their adjustments.
Ooh, I was so mad.
In game are also
Oh,
working.
man.
Kyle Anderson has made a solid.
Yeah, Ben's a huge limitation for this team right now. I feel like he hasn't even been out on the court.
Third of a 4-year free agent deal he signed with the Grizzlies. As Dwight Howard is in for Mike Scott.
That's unfortunate, man.
From beyond the arc.
I don't know anymore. It's very frustrating watching him play basketball. Like, I go through these phases where I'm just like, fuck. Then, like, I don't know. It's a different story with Embiid out there, too. Ben played all right last night.
Yes, has that ball handling skill, has the size. Just as we said, not going to overwhelm you with athleticism. But
Oh, yeah, no, he's 100% right-handed. There's no denying that. That's never been a debate for me. From the moment he was in LSU, I'm like, well, you're right-handed, so. It's like the Jake from State Farm. Well, she's a guy, so. Well, he's right-handed, so.
Morant is improving the angle.
All hands on deck for the Sixers. Morant giving it up for an Anderson three. Valanciunas with Howard wandering around the perimeter is free to do his thing. Another offensive rebound for him.
Just a sound, fundamental.
I mean, every fast break dunk, every layup he has, everything inside the paint that goes in is always with his right hand. So it's like,
Valanciunas third in the NBA, not only overall rebounding, but offensive boards per game. Which is the hardest.
I don't know. The Sixers are just playing tired. Games like this happen. Sucks that the Nets lose, and we're probably going to lose too. Yeah, way too late.
3,100, getting a bit impatient as Curry missed again from beyond.
Poor Boz at the game. It's just at this point, I'm like, Ben, like, what's stopping you from just doing something?
Ends up with a Harris three. Here's a leaking Brooks. Harris trying to measure him in a foul.
This is getting ugly. This is getting ugly. Na, 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 na.
Once they know they've secured the rebound, they are off and running.
Need Sixers info? No problem.
Harden's a stud.
Get your 76ers fix.
Everybody gave me shit when I said I wanted to trade Ben Simmons for James Harden. How's that turning around, guys?
Where else but on NBCSportsPhiladelphia.com.
Not too good, huh? Now the Brooklyn Nets got a big guy who's really, really good at, passing the basketball and shooting the basketball and is actually left-handed. We could have traded a fake left-handed guy for a real left-handed guy. Too busy keeping the fake one.
Look at Anderson as he heads to the bench.
Brandon Clark in for him.
What's so scary about Brooklyn is, like, they've yet to really play full strength.
By 24, their largest.
Dwight, what the fuck was that, dude?
As Brooks tries to escape after the
I don't hate James Harden. I feel like I should. I hate what he did this past offseason, but I don't hate him. I, like, genuinely believe he's kind of underappreciated.
For him to put the ball on the floor, you only use your dribble to get you somewhere. Dwight put the ball on the floor, and Allen pounced.
Two personals. Now the Sixers at the team foul limit.
Yeah, they're just using him as a conveyor of the basketball. Be that conveyor.
The shooters aren't making their shots like tonight. It's time for Ben to be aggressive and take over. Exactly, dude. That's the thing for me. It's like Ben doesn't notice when other people aren't shooting well. He's got to be the one to step up and do something, and he never, ever is. I hear you, Valerio, but my thing on that one is I don't think that was his idea because he doesn't play like that in Brooklyn. That was the D'Antoni system.
Yeah, in this game. Yeah, and if without
Oh, sweet. Furkan Korkmaz is in the game.
You're not going to get back in this ball game. You can't trade baskets with this team.
Hey, guys. Furkan Korkmaz shot a 3. You want to play the game of did it go in? Wait, you shot another one? Whoa! Oh, my God, it went in.
His first points, he missed his first 5 shots from the floor.
1 of 6.
Needed something, anything, and they finally got it from Perk.
I've seen it time and time again when the offense is stagnant. Rescuing
Scared.
and salvaging something.
Yeah, Ben just looks like he doesn't give a shit sometimes. Probably because he doesn't give a shit sometimes.
Mention the Grizzlies.
Like, what's he doing?
NBA and points in the paint.
I mean, part of that is because
He just looks like he's so, like,
but also part of it is, as we just saw, by Clark just drives.
doesn't care.
This is a slashing team.
Me too, Ashton. Every time he misses, like, I form a smile. Just a natural smile. I get so happy. Like, how's that feel that I'm rooting against my own teammate? I wish. Rooting against my own team.
Keep them in front of you. They're going to put the ball on the floor.
Matisse, nice play.
On the floor and floating home to his first hoop. So the bench now trying to find its groove.
Oh, my God. Korkmaz had a steal. Oh, my God. He's dribbling with his left hand. Oh, my God. He throws it to the other team. Nah, Furkan Korkmaz does not have a good shot. His legs are nowhere near what legs should look like when they're shooting a 3. It's quick, yeah, but he's just atrocious.
They didn't see
He's
him.
never looked. He looks like he's never lifted a weight or worked out or trained or cared about anything in his life.
Milton charging in and
Shake Milton's the best player on the team right now outside of Tobias Harris.
he has 6.
Never seen him drive that much.
Why? Memphis, we're calling a timeout, bro. You're up by 19.
Yep. Sixers down 19.
You say
It's been a long decade. How do you tell someone there's something wrong with their heart? The same way you tell them they have options. At Lankenau Heart Institute, part of Mainline Health, we deliver.
Brett did love him. Brett loved all white players who couldn't play basketball.
Human to human, specializing in bigger breakthroughs and tinier scars. Thanks to cardiologists who deliver options when you've run out of them. Because what is heart care if it's not human?
Yeah.
If this is your physical therapist,
Which one, Ashton?
it's time for a new physical therapist.
Seth Curry should definitely shoot more.
Can't say enough about Bluebell Physical Therapy. They actually taught me how to walk again.
It's an individualized approach. It's manual therapy. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach to therapy.
Here at Bluebell Physical Therapy, it truly is a team effort.
Patient always comes first.
Bluebell Physical Therapy.
Oh, yeah. I didn't really get a good look at her.
Goal in mind.
Because of this, we built Escape with Ford Copilot 360. Because of this, we built Ford Edge with intelligent all-wheel drive. Because of this, we built Ford EcoSport to give you traction when and where you need it. And because Ford SUVs are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand. Get an Escape, an IIHS top safety pick with 0 for 60 plus $2,750 cash back, or lease for $165 a month.
6.7 million motor vehicle accident.
6.7 million. Motor shop vehicle.
For a client suffering from a defective medical.
I want Baylor to win so bad. I love Jared Butler. I want the Sixers to get him.
We know how the system works. We don't back down to insurance companies, and we get results with juries.
The numbers speak for themselves.
You're worried that, I mean, Embiid is going to dominate. Tobias Harris is going to dominate in the fourth, too. It's going to come down to defense, I think. We just have to play better defense. No, Tobias is that guy. He is that guy.
Utah Jazz, nobody's talking about them. They have the league's best record. They smashed the Magic, and they've ripped off 9 consecutive wins. Julius Randle, their first-time All-Star, as the Knicks pummel the Pistons. Drew Holiday just got a nice new extension.
He's been so incredibly consistent this year. He's the only guy at 50, 40, 90 possibility right now. Plus, in the fourth quarter, he's a bucket. He's the only guy tonight that could do anything. I don't want to see Jokic win. I don't want to see Jokic win.
Here the Grizzlies now out of the timeout.
2-3 zone.
I want to see LeBron.
The Sixers should zone up a little bit.
Give them a different look. You know you didn't prepare for it out of that timeout, so you come out of the timeout and see something different.
You are lucky he missed that.
John Morant, of all people, the offensive rebound.
Great foul, Korkmaz.
Brandon Clark. We'll get one more.
Well, they salvaged something out of it, didn't they? John Morant.
Nah, I just don't like Jokic because he's good.
Nice pass. Draws White towards him. Finds Clark to his right.
Grizzlies tonight just look more active, more athletic. The Sixers having played last night, perhaps that has something to do with it.
But they look like they're the initiators. The Sixers look like the reactors. And that's a tough position to be in, reacting to the opponent all night.
What up, Eric?
And Simmons attracted the contact.
No, I like Jokic, but like I know if Jokic wins it all this year, they're gonna be like Jokic is better than Embiid, and like to each his own if you think that, but like I personally would rather see Embiid win, first team All NBA, which he will. Actually, who knows?
Sixers overall 34.
What's up, guys? Thanks for hopping in and talking about what everyone knows already. I don't think the Sixers suck. That might be a little bit of an overreaction, but Ben is struggling today. Ben has been struggling a lot as of late, actually. But
the teams would have the same record, but
I'm not going to say he's overrated because I don't think that's the case. My phone is being annoying. Denver's scary, but like at the same time,
Games for the Grizzlies, so perhaps they'll feel it tomorrow night in
I think
Miami.
the competition's too good out west.
Anthony Melton, who's been a problem with his three-point shooting, connects again. He's got 14.
I mean, Ben Simmons is like,
three.
I don't know.
Grizzlies now matching
This
the
isn't.
largest
He
lead.
struggles with Embiid out because he's not a number one,
Rather healthy three.
and he's just
Sixers 7
he's the type of guy that just goes down when our team goes down. He doesn't have that like bounce back mentality, and the Sixers are getting dominated right now.
Looks like Matisse, even that attempt was contested.
Like Shake Milton and Tobias Harris are guys who just go straight at the cup when we're losing. Ben Simmons just stands outside the perimeter. And, like, you know, I'm going to be mad about tomorrow. Everyone's dropping these videos. Like, Ben Simmons sucks, overrated, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to do that, dude. Overreacting over one game. And I get it's been a couple weeks now. But, like, he was putting up 24 a game for the first 9 games, or his last 9 games of the first half of the season.
Shooting from beyond the arc here in the third. As Simmons sits with 7 points.
He should, Ashton, but he doesn't. No, you're right when it comes to limitation, for sure. But Giannis is the best player on his team. Ben Simmons is the third best offensive player on his. We have Joel Embiid, who doesn't have a single limitation to his entire game.
Wow. Jones gave it up. I was just going to say, he leads the NBA in assist-to-turnover ratio at 5-1.
And the look by Clark, too. Like, oh, man, what are you doing? As the turnover goes out of bounds.
It's tough to win games when we have Furkan Korkmaz on the court.
Well, Korkmaz giving it to Howard in a place where probably really couldn't make much use of the ball. And there goes Jones scooting in and scoring off the turnover.
Man, it happens, Clutch, dude. It happens, man.
27 under 2 minutes to
It's
go in the
game
third.
number, what, 45 of the year? Nah, more than that.
A very difficult situation, to say the least.
Great take, Shake. Shake Milton's my favorite player, if you're wondering, Val. Shake Milton is 100% my favorite player. He is everything. I love that dude. I love watching him play basketball more than anybody. LOL, bro. They never cover the spread. Nah, dude. Nah. These trap games, the Sixers always kill you with the spread. Last time I bet on the Sixers, it was like a parlay. I got everything except the Sixers had to win by 1.5, and it was the game against the Knicks that they won by 1 goddamn point because Tobias Harris missed 2 free throws. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? I had like everything right, literally everything right until that. I love Joel Embiid. He's so good. Joel Embiid is so good. But Shake Milton's my favorite player.
19th in offensive rating. Grayson Allen.
I love Luka Doncic. Doncic. It's hard for me to say that for some reason. I love Luka. I love Luka because I said he should have been the number 1 pick in that draft. I had him number 1 on my draft board. And they didn't take him number 1. I like DeAndre Ayton, but not like Luka. Luka was a EuroLeague MVP. The kid was like 9 years old. Not actually, but it was a joke. Sometimes I feel like I have to explain myself. Wow, Grayson Allen's having a great game. Sixers, Celtics, and Bulls on a pick 3 for 300. Yeah, well, the Sixers had no shot with Embiid out. I said they were going to lose 112-104. Meanwhile, they're down 94-69. Huh?
We have a delay of game here. Yes, we do.
I love Luka. I like a lot of young players. John Morant's someone I love. This ref is the one that Luka said fall in love with. That's funny. Yeah, she's pretty.
Created that form. There's another one.
Bro, they're not missing.
Jones joining the Grizzlies 3-point shooting party. They made 19 threes a couple of nights ago at home. Their 12-point win against Minnesota. They made 14 here. As Howard.
The Grizzlies are 7 of 11 from 3 in the third quarter. Like, how are we supposed to win a game when a team shoots 7 of 11 from 3?
Good job. First rule in passing to bigs is pass it to where no one else can catch it. Like the only one available, catch and finish.
Got a couple of seconds separating the clocks. The Grizzlies, no doubt, holding here for 1.
Don't foul.
Allen, another 3. That'll do it for the third.
feel like Shake Milton always has the ball in his hands when the buzzer sounds. Kind of funny, actually.
Memphis with 45 points, a season high for any quarter. As we go to the fourth.
What do you mean, where's Shake? Boz, what's up, buddy?
I switched to Chevy.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Switched for my family. For adventure.
Oh, Maxie's out for COVID protocol.
I switched to Chevy.
With an impressive lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs, it's no wonder people are switching to Chevy year after year.
I'm never switching back.
Current qualified.
Well, Maxie's out tonight, but he's not ready. He's just not ready. Like Paul Reed. I like Paul Reed getting minutes. I like Maxie getting minutes, but they're not consistent enough right now to be role players on a contending team. What is the reason that they play is that fact that we're just not deep enough. Like Furkan Korkmaz should not be on the team.
Thanks to cardiologists who deliver options when you've run out of them.
Yeah, good, Boz. Let Korkmaz know that I'm talking so much shit on that man. Yeah, Maxie's a project, exactly, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to be a project. He's been a great 21st pick in the draft, man. He's been great. He's got globs of potential, but now is not the time to develop, you know?
See for yourself why bettors prefer PointsBet. So, are you ready?
If this is your physical therapist, maybe it's time for a new physical therapist.
I can't say enough about Blue Bell Physical Therapy.
Ben Simmons is
They actually
struggling.
taught me how to walk again.
7 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists on 5 shots.
It's not a one-size
6 shots,
approach.
6 free throws.
Here at Bluebell Physical Therapy, it truly is a team.
I wish, Ashton. Korkmaz will not be out of the lineup, though.
3 convenient locations with
Unfortunately.
one goal in mind.
Unless Iggy Brazdeikis can somehow come in and play. Do you have to have a win clutch? Is it just straight, like, money line? Like, what is your bet?
It is time now for tonight's Taco Bell take. And
They are a lot of fun.
Starting big man for the Grizzlies.
Valerio, they are a ton of fun.
To this point in this game,
Sixers games are awesome to go to.
Offensive rebounds. Valanciunas, his 10th straight double-double, which ties a career high. He is 4th in the NBA.
Oh, there's no shot. You lost that one clutch. Sorry.
34th of the season.
Don't think they're going to be coming back down from this 26-point deficit. They just gave up 45 points in the third quarter.
Scoring a season high 45 points in the period.
Korkmaz is so bad.
Sixers defense really letting them down at times tonight. You mentioned that 45. That is blasphemy if you're a defensive-minded coach or someone who aspires to be.
Hey, at least Shake Milton's a good basketball player. At least they get to watch him play. I also like that Space said John Moran was going to get 27. He's got 6. Yeah, Furkan would be good in Europe. But not on the Sixers. He's very bad at basketball.
Howard secures it for the Sixers. See how at will they're operating the painted area of the Sixers whenever they want.
Great take, Shake. You missed it.
Howard crashing after the Milton miss. Memphis.
Yeah, the EuroLeague's getting better. So is the G League. Furkan should go back to college.
Personal foul. The second-year man from Gonzaga, Brandon Clark. 21st pick of the 2019 draft. A bunch of those guys will be draftees, right? Baylor, too.
Yeah. Think for a fun matchup?
Yep. It'll be tomorrow night. Good work by Dwight
went in.
off the offensive glass, earning the whistle.
Dwight Howard's laughing, saying N1. Hey, at least you can laugh down 24.
Make sure you get all the 76ers
I like that ref's hair.
news you need every morning with the
Super curly.
The daily 5-minute
Probably
podcast
crazy
on
when
the
she doesn't have it in
76ers
like a
Podcast Network.
ponytail.
Follow The Scoop by searching 76ers Podcast wherever you listen to your pods.
If you said Rizzo. Yeah, he has been, dude. Dwight Howard has been actually way better from the line ever since I started talking shit on him that one game.
Joel Embiid sitting this one out. Sixers looking at the big picture. Not to mention the fact they have a 4-game roadie coming up.
Aw,
What a part of the
50-50.
schedule. The Sixers, the season-high 6-game road trip. They go 4-2 essentially without Embiid. Then they win yesterday. It's back-to-back home games. Then, boom, back on the road again for 4 more, including the Boston Celtics to open the trip. That'll be on Tuesday as Brandon Clark connects.
I mean, you're literally taking stuff out of the
There's
back.
no shot the Sixers win a game when Korkmaz and Mike Scott play as many minutes as they do.
Not home for that long.
Good play by Allen to block the shot of Howard. Racing down the other end is Bain. You can count it and a foul.
They play hard.
Desmond Bain is a great rookie, and he is jacked out of his mind.
This is strong.
I don't blame you, Ashton. If this gets up even worse, I'll probably end the stream too. Relatively soon, maybe. Who knows?
Grizzlies just owning this evening.
I love Desmond Bain's game. That rhymed.
Grizzlies got themselves good one.
Thanks, Ashton. I'll see you, bro. Furkan plays like he's not on the court. I wish he wasn't on the court. I wish he played more like that. He plays like he's good. That's the thing I hate about him, because he's not.
The other Horned Frog besides Bain drafted in the first round was back in 1995. So
See you, Val.
debuted
Thanks for
just
stopping by,
after
guys.
you left the NBA and went to Europe.
I would have known him, I guess, right?
Rugged power forward, played 18 years in the league, 9 different teams, most notably the Knicks. You got it.
Yeah,
I know
the
you got
shooter.
it. No. Tough player.
Power forward. Kurt Thomas?
Bang.
Yeah.
There you go.
Kurt Thomas can shoot it.
Yep.
Allah.
Not a three-point shooter.
Oh,
Yeah, Keith. This is not wonderful to watch.
Exactly. Jamie Dixon, the head coach.
I don't know what's worse, the Sixers losing or the fact that I'm watching Furkan Korkmaz like play the majority of the game. It's like I'm watching Brett Brown all over again. Granted, it's not Doc Rivers' fault. I understand it, but hey, Rajon Tucker, what's up, buddy?
Deeper to the bench. Still the better part of the fourth quarter to come. Rajon Tucker, we'll get a good look at him, the second-year player from the University of Arkansas.
Worst part about Korkmaz, he doesn't even shoot free throws well, and he bricks it. He's so bad at free throws. Tell me what spot-up shooter can't shoot free throws.
These young guys, an opportunity here.
Yeah, days like this, I wish we had somebody else too.
Treat this as 0-0 as far as you're concerned.
Ooh, at least I like the guys on the court now. My man Isaiah Joe. Dwight Howard. Damn it.
Accomplish out there, Dwight, with the moving screen.
I wish Ben Simmons could just score.
Here it is. You decide. Is he moving? Is he? Looks like there's a little bit of a lean at the end, and I think that's what the officials are disputing. Just hold your position.
I love Isaiah Joe. My man Isaiah. Ooh, Mason Jones.
Debut, another rookie from Arkansas. He signed a 2-way deal with the Sixers after 26 games earlier this year with the Houston Rockets.
I kind of like this point of the game because I get to watch like players who actually give a shit about winning right now, or just playing as good as they possibly can. Good defense, Paul. My point. Isaiah Joe's running combo guard, which is interesting. I kind of want to see Mason Jones get a little tick. Rajon Tucker, too. Rajon Tucker for 3. Holy God, that was ugly. Nice job, Dwight. So it's like I kind of like watching the young guys play. I love Isaiah Joe. Rajon Tucker is super swaggy. I respect swags. Mason Jones, I'm interested to see him. I haven't really watched him play. Rajon Tucker has the potential to be a really good defender, too. He's just a freak athlete. Like, that dude flies.
Put a hand up there. That's a good contest. That's not a good rebound.
Fortunately, Bain missing from beyond. Isaiah Joe, we
Nice
know he
play.
can shoot a little bit.
Nice play. Nice play, Isaiah. That's a great play.
Getting the news, compliments of Isaiah Joe.
See ya, Keith. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Where that pass is heading towards him. Fortunate to have seen it.
We have a timeout on the floor.
Hopefully next time is not a shit show.
Here's that drive between two defenders. B-ball ball.
What are you going to do? Sometimes games are like this. Sometimes it be like this. What up, Zaire? Man, I don't know. No shot Levine gets traded after the Vucevic deal. No shot. They love that duo. I don't know. All depends on the playoffs. Give me bad games now when the playoffs come. Let's play better basketball. You know what I mean?
At Lankenau Heart Institute, part of Mainline Health, we deliver heart care the only way we know how. Human to human, specializing in bigger breakthroughs and tinier scars. Thanks to cardiologists who deliver options when you've run out of them. Because what is heart care if it's not human?
I think Beal would be more realistic, though. But even that, you never know with that team. They don't know what the hell they're doing either.
But what we lack in the cautious restraint of age, we make up for with the gravel-pounding ambition of youth. The precision of torque vectoring corner control. The enhanced agility of our center locking differential. Available on Kia's tough and ready lineup of all-wheel drive SUVs.
I hear you. But
Dear freedom, being parked
who's like, what is his stock?
We say let's go.
What would we get for him? And bro, it depends on the playoffs, man. Like, I understand frustration. I get it. I mean, especially as of late, I get it. Especially after tonight, I get it. But it all depends on the playoffs. And if we have a decent playoff run, if we go to the Eastern Conference Finals, if we go to the finals, there's no shot we trade him, obviously, you know. But if we lose in the first round, if we lose in the second round, I think so. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities. I think there's some type of move to be made because it's just at that point it's telling you it's not working. But I get it. I do. I get what you're saying.
Making his Sixer debut,
Iggy Brzdakis is in.
For Michigan.
He is getting uglier and uglier with age.
Multi-team deal that netted the Sixers, George Hill. Brzdakis, 6'6", 220, his second year from Michigan. Only his fifth game of the season. Played
kind of excited to see these dudes play.
24 games spent in the G League, originally a second-round pick. Ignas Brzdakis.
Jesus Christ. Stop making shots. I like this 5 that we have out.
Desmond Payne, another
Just
3.
all athleticism.
Been shooting the 3 well the last couple of games. They're 15th in 33 tries, 45.5%.
Good take, Ray John.
Tucker denied
You just got absolutely swatted. Shit.
Sixers left with
That's a cool tattoo he's got on his neck, though.
Say the Sixers, but a lot of guys on the floor have not played much this year for the Sixers. There's Brzdakis, forced to shoot it with the shot clock running down.
Guys, stop everyone jumping for a rebound.
Tucker, who is always looking to drive, denied on the play.
Nice job, Mason.
But Mason Jones getting his first Sixer hoop.
Nice hustle, not giving up on the play. Good initial block, as you mentioned, by Tillman, but able to persevere.
Jones went undrafted after his time at the University of Arkansas, where he was the SEC Co-Player of the Year with the Razorbacks.
Shoot that. Oh, come on. Somebody shoots him.
Pretty good player if you're a conference player of the year in any
Woo, good take, Paul Reed.
But he went undrafted. Go figure.
Remarkable. Paul Reed, drive and touch.
I hear that, but like Tobias Harris is an elite scorer,
From the perimeter.
especially in the fourth quarter.
Interior player predominantly.
He is. He's just not what you would think of a prototypical elite scorer, but he is. He is. I really believe he is.
Both the MVP and Rookie of the Year in the G League bubble.
Good Lord, free throws.
Delaware Bluecoats made not only the playoffs, but they got to the final game for the first time in their history.
He's going to look good on his mantle.
It's going to be interesting. I'm interested to see how the Sixers do in the playoffs.
First of back-to-back games for the Grizzlies.
I think their conference finals
game roadie for them.
good
Tomorrow in Miami.
enough.
They also have Atlanta and New York on their schedule. And the Grizzlies, actually one of
Oh
the
my
healthy
God,
handful of
guys.
teams,
It's good hustle by Mason
have a
Jones.
better road record than home record. Stikas, and he is denied on the play by Clark.
Bro, how many times are we getting blocked?
Denied as well. That
Nice
was
shot, Paul Reed.
Reed, but you can't
Yeah, we don't have that.
keep it down. Paul Reed.
A good example of quickness.
Ben Simmons struggles with any type of scoring if it's not in transition or just cutting, which he doesn't do enough. Good defense, Paul. Paul Reed's doing everything. Here comes Ray John.
Got to get out the mud during the Blue Coats
Swing
playoff
it.
run.
Isaiah for three.
Joe, rather healthy three.
Okay.
Isaiah Joe making contact. And the 6'5", 180-pounder will go
What
to
up,
the strike.
Luciano? Yeah, I hear you, bro.
46 on the
Tough.
for the first time.
It's tough. I'm actually at the point where like I'm enjoying it again because I like the guys that the Sixers have out on the court rather than watching Furkan Korkmaz, who's the worst player of all time, play basketball.
Player from that school to play in the NBA. The Mastodons.
Wow. Fort Wayne, more known for its Mad Ants, its G League affiliate.
Well, since I'm so old school, not that I remember.
Oh, no, but Fort Wayne
Well, my
Pistons.
goodness, thank you very much.
There you go.
The Zolder Pistons.
I'm with you.
6.7 motor vehicle accident. 20
Korkmaz is the downfall of this team.
causing brain damage. 80 million for a client suffering from a defective
Well,
medical
at least he has the rest of the year with Philly. But I hear you, Luciano. They tried trading him for Ben Simmons. Houston should have taken that deal, if you ask me. Instead, Fertitta went out of his way to spite Daryl Morey and take a much worse package that revolved around God knows what from Brooklyn.
2727. My Philly lawyer, when winning matters most.
We're not the oldest SUV maker around, but what we lack in the cautious restraint of age, we make up for with the gravel-pounding ambition of youth.
Harden would have been perfect. It's like two of the best offensive players in the entire game together, running a pick and roll. Or just playing basketball in general.
Available on Kia's tough and ready lineup.
I hear that, bro. I'll never forget the video I made after the Sixers lost the trade to Brooklyn. And I said, that's going to be the biggest mistake. I got a lot of shit for that. Now it's kind of looking like maybe somebody wasn't wrong after all.
Still packing up. Just a little easier. The Chevy Silverado.
I like Ben. Hopefully we can make it work, man. I'm not going to,
Get a $4,250
you know, sit here and say it's not going to work. There's no chance. Give up on him. Write him off. I'm not going to do that. We got to just see how the playoffs go this year. You know what I mean?
To the Grizzlies, Amy Fiddle, Jim Lynam standing by for Sixers postgame live. And Jim, this one really was decided in the third quarter, unfortunately. So
No shit, Amy Fiddle.
Sixers unable to recover.
I couldn't imagine watching the postgame live. Like two of the most unentertaining people on TV.
17 down, 5 minutes to go. It looks bleak, but slim chance. Let's put it that way. But you're dead on that. Particularly the 3-point shooting. The Grizzlies made 7 out of 12 3 attempts. in that third period, 3 of which came from Grayson Allen in about a 3.5-minute stretch.
Yeah, I hear you. I know what you mean, Luciano. I hear you.
Yeah, and that was
We're on the same
pretty much all
page.
she wrote as you see it now. No more starters.
Ben Simmons was my favorite college player of all time. I love him. I have his LSU jersey behind here. I'm a huge Ben guy, but
we'll see how they can finish this one up. Mark Zumoff. We will
weird.
see you coming up at postgame.
And you know what?
All right, we thank you so much.
That doesn't bother
Sixers
me.
postgame live
If Ben Simmons gets traded, I hope he wins a championship.
Coming your way following this one.
You know, I'm not going to feel salty. I'm not going to feel some type of way. I will always like Ben Simmons no matter what team he's on. I will always root for his success no matter what team he's on. It's like Shake Milton. It's like Embiid. It doesn't matter where they are. I just have affinity for their game. That was ridiculous alley-oop.
Slams for 2. Right after that, they'll come home to take on the Brooklyn Nets on Wednesday, April 14th.
Well, this Grizzlies team.
Damn, I'm going to miss that game.
As energetic as their starters were. Really no let up.
Actually, no, I
The
won't.
way they're playing.
Great pass. Isaiah Joe's having a great game.
Isaiah Joe, 2 Paul Reed, of course, the 2 of them played on blue coats.
What up, Tyler? Sixers down 107-90 with 4.5 left. But it's actually kind of fun right now because Isaiah Joe is playing really well. And ooh, Paul Reed, fast break steal. Nice.
He gave it back to Mason Jones, who laid it in.
Yeah, he was perhaps.
Yeah, the third quarter they got blown out. That was the problem. Grizzlies hit 7 of 12 from 3. Defensively, we had no energy. Ben Simmons, I don't even know what the hell he was doing. Korkmaz played what felt like the whole goddamn game. And he's so bad, guys. Korkmaz is so bad. What up, Uncle Phil? First things first, what's up? Paul Reed's playing well. So is Isaiah Joe.
Doesn't finish it himself. Make sure Jones is able to.
Yeah, I hear you. I haven't even looked at the box score yet. No, Korkmaz is the worst. I don't know how anyone can like him. Good defense, Paul Reed.
That's Reed.
Go, Mason. Go, Mason. Go, Mason. That was a walk. Korkmaz is the worst. He's the absolute downfall to this team more than anything. I don't think we ever had the chance to trade Mike Scott.
Under 3.5 to play. Foul committed by Isaiah Joe.
I don't think we ever had the chance to trade him.
Sixers had one more foul to give.
I don't think anybody in this world wants Mike Scott or Furkan Korkmaz. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised to see Korkmaz out of the league when he no longer re-signs with Philadelphia, hopefully at the end of this offseason. I cannot stand him. I cannot watch him for another year. He is the worst player I've ever seen. Yeah, Ashton, he is, dude. He is popping off. Somehow we're only down 13. No, Mike Scott doesn't even want Mike Scott. No, you're right.
Still a traffic jam.
That's why I hate Korkmaz, because like at least Mike Scott knows he's just garbage. But Furkan Korkmaz like weirdly thinks he's good at basketball. So he keeps shooting 8-9 times a game. And I'm like, bro, you're 2 of 9 every single goddamn night. Stop shooting. Can the Sixers win a championship as is? Yeah. Maybe. I think we can win the East as is. Yeah. It's a tough question to ask me as I'm watching them get blown out by the Memphis Grizzlies, but yeah. What up, Catherine? Probably not tie it, unfortunately. Maybe. What do I know? They're only down 13. Crazier things have happened. But it's kind of these garbage time minutes that we're bringing it back. Once Memphis gets back to, all right, game time. Yeah, hey, if we win this game, I will go freaking wild. I don't think so. I think we could, Nelson. I think we could. I don't think it's going to be this 4-0 sweep by Brooklyn, at least.
The call stands. There's another look at it.
I think it's doable. You know, I'm not going to say yes or no, but I think it's doable. Mismatches for both ends, dude. Really, it's going to come down to how well Ben plays defense and how well Tobias can score and how genuinely dominating can
to see this. This is how well this group has played. Right now.
Can Embiid be? Yo, this is crazy how Doc is just riding out with the second unit. I love it. He's like just punishing starters.
How many times have we seen other teams?
Now Rajon Tucker is.
When the game is over, they don't.
John Moran on him.
76ers at times have done this.
I think we can, Nelson.
The second team forcing the first team back.
Oh, we have an offensive foul.
Heck, yesterday we saw Joel at times come into the game at the end when we would hope.
Like what does Brooklyn have that can cover Embiid?
Yeah, and it wasn't the margin that this was. No.
They have the worst interior defense in the NBA.
Things just seem to be going clearly in the Grizzlies' way.
The only worst defensive team in the league is Portland.
So now this group has to deal with the Grizzlies starters.
So I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
Packing their bags.
Or at least halfway checked out of this.
And like, I just think the biggest problem in Philadelphia is the fact that Korkmaz and Mike Scott get minutes. They're not players that should be playing on the team.
Sixers guys like Tucker are still playing.
Yeah, the Sixers need the number 1 seed just because I think Boston might get the 8. And I just don't want to play Boston.
That's going to be a goaltending. I'll tell you what, a spectacular.
Bro, Rajon Tucker just swatted that so hard against the glass.
Erasing that shot by Valanciunas, but it'll go
Yeah, our perimeter the defense is good. Our defense in general is good.
Bouncy. Tucker.
That's a 6'5" guy getting up
with the spike.
Isaiah Joe for 3. Bucket.
Joe hitting the 3, and the fans who remain are very much into it with 2.5 to play. As the Sixers now.
Yeah, he will, Nelson. I 100% believe in Embiid giving us 30+ a game. Yeah, 150%. I'm actually very confident in that. Win or lose, I think he'll give us 30+ a night. Like, this is the way you have to look at it. We are going to explode our strength. Iggy for 3. Oh, wow, that's a great rebound, Rajon Tucker. The way I say it is you amplify what works. What works for the Sixers? Embiid. We're going to just kill it with Embiid, dude. I agree, Ashton, but they're just 2 different players. We're just going to give Embiid the ball 25 times a night on shots, dude. Embiid's the most dominant big man in the NBA since Shaq. Against who's going to guard him? Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge, DeAndre Jordan. Nick Claxton's their best perimeter defender, and he's never played in the playoffs. So what the hell is he going to do on Joel Embiid in a 7-game series?
Doc Rivers going to get timeout, leaving him with 1.
The game slowed down. I understand, like.
At Founders Brewing, we asked ourselves,
What do you mean ignored Toby?
we brewed a beer perfect for any occasion.
I mean, Toby's going to go get his, you know what I mean? But Embiid's still going to probably Embiid is still going to put up a lot of points.
And life's simple pleasures. And what if we brewed a beer that could go where you go without slowing you down? Founders All Day IPA.
He's going to have to. He's going to have to.
Perfect for any occasion.
And he'll spread the floor out. Ben Simmons is going to hit a couple threes a game. Ben's going to come out shooting threes from the corner, doing pull-up threes in transition, giving us 35, 9, and 9.
So don't hold on to your seats. We're just here to tell you. The Quesalupa's cheese stuffed shell is back.
Dude, we have the best shooter in the NBA. Ben Simmons is good.
Fast.
Take a look at the
I understand the fear that we have here, but let's try and not to think worst case scenario just because the Sixers are getting demolished. Thank you, Luciano. Appreciate it, bro. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Talking some Sixers basketball while you had the chance. Go charge that phone.
On the floor for the first time. Number 4, Jante Porter, rookie from Missouri.
Good take, Rajon.
Slasher, and he earns the whistle and a foul. Should be 2 at the line for Rajon Tucker.
I'm wrong. I don't really think there's a right and wrong.
Kept his dribble alive. Gets to the line.
You know?
4 more on the road. NBC Sports Philadelphia Plus for the Boston game. NBC Sports Philadelphia for New Orleans. Oklahoma
Tucker's
City,
okay, but Tucker's problem is he can't
Oklahoma
shoot.
City game, a makeup game.
He's a great athlete, though. There's no denying that.
Earlier this year,
And he's just aggressive as all hell.
Sixers unable to field a team. The first go round at Oklahoma City.
I think he has a chance to be a pretty good defender. I just like the hustle that these guys are playing with.
Using some clock. Mason Jones all over him.
He's not bad, but he's definitely a dog. He's not like a smooth shooting Isaiah Joe type of guy, but I love Isaiah Joe, man.
Attracts the contact. Should be Porter on
When
the
you
foul.
said it was over.
Just something to keep in mind. Jaren Jackson Jr. not in the lineup
I'm so mad.
makes this team an even better Grizzlies team.
Jackson is third year.
Isaiah.
Now a 7-footer. He's grown a little bit.
He's unbelievable. He really is. He's talented.
Went to the reporters the other
Beware,
day.
beware,
Coming back
beware.
later this month. Last time he played was in the bubble. That was last August. He suffered a torn meniscus in his left knee.
I hear you, Charlie. I also don't want to lose that series. That would just be embarrassing.
For the Sixers, just their 5th loss of the year at home.
What up, fellas? Welcome back. I'm about to hop out, so.
In the East, as the Grizzlies will sweep them for the first time in 4 seasons. Sixers dropped to 34.
Iggy indeed played. Not very well, but he played.
Against the Bulls in Chicago. So the teams with the same record.
Isaiah Joe played well. Rajon Tucker played well. Paul Reed did all right.
To a better division record. Memphis now a game above 500.
I mean, the third unit actually played pretty well.
In the playoff hunt in the West.
Isaiah Joe for 3. Oh, in and out. Seems like that's about it.
Sixers just didn't have it. Minus Joel Embiid. It will be a 16-point victory for Memphis.
Well,
as they win it by a final of
could have been worse.
116 to 100.
Maybe. I could actually see that. I hate to blame losses on one player, but Korkmaz could genuinely deserve that. I mean, Ben Simmons played terribly. Mike Scott played terribly. You know, no one really played well. Shake Milton did all right. Toby did all right. I'll see you, Nelson. I'll see you guys. I'm about to end the stream. I'll see you next time. I mean, Bird, Korkmaz probably has the worst plus minus on the team. He was really bad. Really, really bad. Yeah, Tuesday, I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream. During the week, my weeks get crazy hectic with acting and everything. So if I can, for sure. If not, I'll let you know. Peace out, guys.